To erupt. Thanks for having you.
So how's it going, man?
Pretty good.
So is this the first time you've been on Howard's show?
As far as you know, it is.
Yes, I think it is. Now, you guys always haven't been on the best terms. Is everything all right now?
Not really, no.
So what's going to go on in there?
Well, I think I'm going to be able to, really slip it to him in the ass.
Sounds like it's going to be fun.
It could be fun for him.
Chevy is here, and here's a guy who's a legend. He's a legend. You can see he's a legend. He walks in the room, people get excited. He looks like a legend. He's a legend. A living legend.
And an icon.
And an icon. Hi, Chevy.
How you doing?
Well, I think this is the first time you've been in the studio.
Kiss me. It is the first time.
Kiss me.
It's beautiful.
I didn't even know I'm allowed to kiss you. Oh. You've never had a gay affair, have you?
Yes.
You have?
Oh, yeah, several.
Yeah. God, weren't those National Lampoon, early in your career, the National Lampoon albums?
Yeah.
Was that like the highlight of creativity for you? I'm being serious. Forget all the movies. Forget Saturday Night Live.
I'll tell you what. It was, but also before that, doing Groove Tube, Channel 1.
Right.
For 4 or 5 years.
Was that the most
East
creative?
Village. That was the most startlingly funny, creative stuff I've ever.
Because you were a young man, you were on fire. You wanted to be famous. Was your goal to be famous? Honestly,
no. Honestly, my goal was to be rich and famous.
But did you think even comedy could make you rich and famous? Did you have that confidence that this was going to work out?
No, I was driving, cabs and trucks and motorcycles. I had all these other jobs. I made nothing, like $25 a week.
Was the goal to be an actor or a comedian?
No, I think it was mostly writing.
Right.
And I
were a very good comedy writer.
Yeah, I wrote a lot.
Were you associated with these Harvard guys? Is that how did you?
Doug Kenny.
Yeah. How did you get in the business? How did you actually make the transition from being a regular guy?
Yeah.
You had an incredible...
To a virgin. What?
You had an incredible drumming ability, right?
Yes.
You were...
Not that good, but
didn't you play with Steely Dan?
Yeah, well, we didn't call ourselves that then.
What did you call yourselves?
I think it was something like the Very Bad Jazz Band. I mean,
you played with Becker and Fagan. You were good enough. You were a good enough drummer.
Oh, yeah. We played together, yeah.
So you were sort of this drummer. You grew up in a rich family or not?
No.
Everyone thinks you come from some aristocratic family. You know that. People think
in my
that
background, they think that, but when you look at it, ultimately it's kind of upper middle class, right in there, because it's a long story. But my mother did come from an extremely wealthy guy,
right,
named Cornelius Crane, who was head of the Crane Plumbing.
Oh, Crane Plumbing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So your mother was wealthy. Your father was.
But she wasn't. He left her nothing.
Oh, okay.
He left it all to the Zen Buddhists.
She grew up wealthy, though, your mother. So she was a class kind of conscious woman.
Right.
Your father was a hardworking middle class guy.
Yeah, maybe a little above that, but I mean, in terms, he was a great social commentator, a writer. He wrote for Commonweal, New Republic, Harper's, New Yorker, all of that stuff.
Did you like your father?
And I loved him.
You loved him?
Loved him.
Why did I have a feeling you were one of those guys who didn't get along with his father? That this was like he didn't want you to be in show business, didn't like the...
Oh, yeah, of course. Would your dad like it until you became successful?
Right.
Suddenly,
of course.
He's your father, not you're his son.
But your father spent a lot of time with you.
As much as he could. They were divorced when I was 4.
Aha.
Yeah.
And was this traumatic in your life?
I imagine.
Did you see your father with other women?
Yeah.
Did you see your mother
remarried?
Did you see your mother date other men?
Oh, yeah, she got remarried, too.
That was hard for you, I bet. Wasn't it weird to suddenly see your mother sleeping with a new guy?
I never saw her sleep with him. I saw her sleep on him.
On him?
Yeah,
on top of him?
On top of him.
Use him like a bed.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's dramatic. That's right. So it was a happy childhood?
No.
It was not?
No.
Why were you sad?
I can't discuss it.
Why?
It's because there's still brothers and sisters who are alive and wouldn't want me to get into it.
You mean your brother? How many brothers?
An only child, yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
He tries to make it that way.
Yeah.
No.
He's a true narcissist. He only remembers himself.
That's right.
What were you molested as a child?
No.
Okay, so in other words, you didn't get along with your brothers and sisters.
Oh no, I love my brother and sisters.
But there was something.
No, it was kind of an abusive situation, and the stepfather and my mother. They had issues, and
You saw your mother being hit.
I've seen that. Yeah.
You have seen that.
Yeah.
Did you have to stand up to this guy, or do you still blame yourself? You were too little, too young. How could you stand up to a grown man?
Oh, I did stand up to him.
You did?
Yeah.
You went up to him and said, "Listen."
No, I blew him. I went up and blew him.
You blew him. You gave your stepfather.
I was very short. I was, like 4 feet, and the guy was 6.
You blew your own stepfather.
I had to.
My mother would blow you.
But that particular thing, that was the pleasant part of my
And
childhood.
by blowing your stepfather, that kept the heat off your mother.
Well, it certainly kept him from my mother for that brief period of time. Yeah.
So you make a joke about this, but there really was abuse going on that you saw.
I don't want to get. Yeah. So the way I saw it, children see things differently, and the way I saw it, and the way I remember it, it was.
I understand why you would blow your stepfather because how could he hurt your mother if you were giving him a blowjob?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
And did you swallow this?
I did.
You did. Okay.
I did.
Right. So let me understand.
It's a bright
something.
kid.
So how do you, at such a young age, all of a sudden, you're a smart guy.
Yeah.
That's a perfect deflection. I never thought of that.
Yeah, very few kids come up with that one.
Every time I try to hit her, the kid blows me.
I never thought to blow my dad when he was mad at my mother.
I didn't want to get slapped around. I blew him.
Calms a guy right down, doesn't it?
Wow. Never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
So when you would do those National Lampoon albums, how did you even become one of the guys who gets to be on a National Lampoon album? Those are some of the funniest things ever, right? You wrote some of those things.
Yeah.
How do you get into
I had
that
great,
group?
and I had great talent with me. I had Chris Guest.
Right.
But
how do you get in on that?
They came to me. Doug Kenny and Doug Kenny and Henry Beard, who founded the Lampoon after being at Harvard too long with the Lampoon.
But you didn't go to Harvard.
No, I wasn't at Harvard. I was in New York doing writing, basically, and I was getting a reputation for writing funny stuff. I was writing for Mad at the time. And
You
also,
wrote for Mad Magazine.
Yeah, I wrote for Mad.
Is
I wrote
that
for
the
Alan
greatest?
King.
You wrote one-liners for Alan
confusing.
King?
It was confusing.
Do you
I
remember?
wrote monologues. I actually wrote a good part of one of his shows that won us a number of awards.
I always felt Alan King was one of the most brilliant stand-up comics. When
Really?
I was a kid. Yeah, I loved his work, and I always thought he was quite right on.
He had a rhythm, that's for sure. He wasn't the most articulate guy.
Right.
And so writing his monologue...
and could you make money doing that?
Yeah, it's Writers Guild money. It's what it is.
Well, and how do you get that kind of work? You just meet Alan King somewhere?
You get. It started off when I was in college writing, and then I come out of that, and I did Channel 1 television, underground television, Groove Tube.
Right.
Got a name there, and then began. Mad was, in fact, it was the 15th anniversary of Mad and Playboy. Playboy had clearly surpassed Mad in terms of its audience, and Mad wanted to, at the time, Jerry DiFuccio and Bill Gaines and those guys wanted to make Mad magazine go a little further than the 13-year-olds. So they came to me and said, we're trying to pull in the 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Can you write stuff? And I
what
wrote
an honor.
Scenes like we like, scenes you like to see. And
Mad. Oh, you wrote those?
Yeah.
Wow, Mad Magazine to me, that was the Mecca for me.
Really?
Yeah, I worshipped Mad Magazine. One of my cousins had drawn some covers for them, and it was like...
You didn't like sunbathing?
No. All that mattered to me was Mad Magazine.
Yeah.
You've seen me. Do I look like I've been in the sun?
No. No, I mean the magazine. There was a magazine called Sunbathing.
No.
Before Playboy.
No. You mean nudist magazine?
Yeah.
I found
everything airbrushed out.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, great.
Mad Magazine to me is the pinnacle. At that time, I mean, in fact, they put me on their cover. I think it's the one thing I have hanging in my office.
Yeah,
it's the cover of Mad Magazine that I would make that. That to me is a great honor.
I was on the back. I did the back cover. I have that in my house. Yeah, it's funny because Mad. I mean, when I was doing that, and Doug and Henry called me over to the Lampoon. They were offering something like $100 a page, but a page was like 10,000 words,
right.
of tough, good writing.
Yes.
Mad was like 8 frames, cartoon, and you do a few balloons, and that's it, and $200 a page.
Right, but still,
so I said no to Doug and Henry.
But it's a lot of pressure to come up with those things. It's not an easy job, right?
It depends on.
Did it come easily to you?
It's not hard for you to do, what you do. We've talked about these things. I mean, this is something comes natural to you. You're very good at it. And for me, it sort of came naturally, too. So it wasn't that difficult for me.
Be serious with me for 1 second, though. When you talk about abuse in your childhood, because I want to understand Chevy Chase, Your parents would lock you in a closet for hours on end. Is that true? I've read that.
No, not for hours on end.
And then they would take you out and then beat you. Is that true?
No,
Boy, what a fun.
they take me out and beat me off.
No,
Yeah.
be honest. I'm being serious now.
No,
you
no.
were the victim of abuse.
By any standard you see now, I think it might be called somewhat abusive. In my life, and for me emotionally, it was.
You were locked in a closet.
On many occasions I was, but
Why?
I was also a bad kid on occasions.
Wait a second. What did you do that was so bad that would cause you to
I
be
don't
locked
know.
in a closet? Would you ever lock
I
one
was
of your
locked in the
kids in a
cellar.
closet? Would you ever lock one of your kids in a cellar for any reason?
No.
Okay. So why were you locked in a cellar?
Jesus, you just reminded me. I got the key with me.
It's one of the kids.
Oh, I left.
You
Oh my
forgot?
God, Emily's in. Oh the hell. Well, okay, yeah.
So do you think
Need to make a call?
you know?
I'll get it afterward.
You never did that stuff. If you did that, Janie would beat you over the head with a stick. The fact of the matter
She
is,
does anyway.
I see you're under a tight fist.
Yeah.
But you were treated in a way like a dog. You were locked in a basement. And really, that had to have a profound psychological effect. What was the reason that your mother and stepfather would lock you in a closet? I'm being serious. What is something you'd be locked up for? I can't imagine you were a bad kid.
It's not just a closet. I mean, try the cellar for a week.
A week?
A
Yeah.
week?
Yeah,
Why
with a
would they?
pitcher to pee in and a mattress to sleep on. I mean, my stepfather was a very humorless
Tyrant
guy who was also a flight surgeon on the Wasp during the Second World War. Had seen a lot of blood and guts.
Right.
He was from a very religious background, a tenth of a kid or something like that, or maybe the sixth, I don't know, with a bunch of older sisters, very poor. He just had, and he was a psychoanalyst, believe it or not.
Wow.
Ay, ay, ay.
And yet he was physically abusive and violent, and
You say you were locked in a basement for a week at a time?
once.
Once?
Yeah.
What went through you? How old were you?
I think about 13, 14.
What does that do to you? I mean, what the hell? I mean, do you say to yourself, how could my mother allow this to go on?
No, only later you go, I don't know, what gave him the right? I mean, I have a real father, you know, he's, albeit living a few blocks away with his new family, but...
Look, how come he doesn't know?
This guy's not my father, and why, you know,
Why
but
has he
that
got this
comes
right?
on later, you know. At the time, I'm living with my mom and my stepfather.
What did you do down in the basement for a week?
Yes.
No, really, what do you do? What do you do with yourself?
Well,
It's like
I was
being in
given my
prison.
books and told to do my homework, and...
Were you not
Were you
allowed?
let out to go to school, or was this during
no,
the
no,
summer?
I was suspended, actually, at the time.
Oh.
You were suspended from school?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that the offense? That's why you went
I
down
believe
in the-
that was it, if I can remember correctly, that I was suspended during that week.
What were you suspended for?
Pulling a knife on a guy.
Pulling a knife. So you clearly had a lot of anger.
Yeah, at this guy, he was always beating me up, so I took a knife in.
And that stopped him from beating you up.
Yeah, I just sort of finished
Did you
it.
explain to your stepfather, the military guy, that,
No.
listen,
He would do things, I mean, here's the thing. If you're a kid and you're late for dinner, and this upsets the way the household is run,
right.
you're in trouble.
Right.
Now, if you are even later because you're afraid to go back as it gets later because you know you'll be in more trouble,
Yes.
meaning maybe a couple of slaps here and there, you stay out later. You know, this is the way a child's mind is working, a kid.
Right.
And so there were many occasions where I would be sort of scared of going back too late or whatever and stay out further. These kinds of things disrupted my stepfather's vision
Of the perfect family.
Yeah.
What would you tell your real father? Would you say to him, Dad, I've just been locked in a basement, or you couldn't even go to him? It was just like, I have to keep this all to myself.
I don't remember I don't remember it being unusual. In other words, at the time,
Did you cry?
he knew that she was sure.
You cried?
Yeah.
Of course.
But I mean, at the time, my father knew that my mother was a little bit nuts. He didn't like the guy that she had married, but he had his own family, and he made every effort to raise me and my brother with as best he could.
Right.
Aside from the family that he now had with two of my half sisters, but so he was the funniest man who ever lived, really funny man, and a wonderful dad, the best he could be under the circumstances. I don't remember ever telling him, well, this guy did that, because it felt like that's not his bailiwick. I mean, it's not. Well, I just never remember going, Dad, you got to take care of my stepfather.
Well, not take care, but say, Dad, I'm in trouble here. I got a guy locking me in a basement for a week.
Yeah, but
was the kind of guy you
have to remember these people who are now deceased, 90 and 86. I mean, they were around through. They were that greatest generation.
Excuses. Your mom would walk in the middle of the night and slap you while you were sleeping.
Yes, that's true.
Now, why would she do something to wake you up to slap you?
I think she had a disorder.
You do?
Oh, serious, yeah.
A disorder where she was driven to a compulsion to smack you?
Oh, yeah.
And why you? Was it the other brothers and sisters?
She had a
or just
severe
you?
problem with her temper and irrationality, and she was somewhat violent.
Do you ever discuss
She was
this?
also, by the way, extremely intelligent and beautiful and fun on occasion. So
would she apologize the next day? Would she reference
No.
it? She never discussed it with you?
Yes, we did discuss it in my 20s.
You're sound asleep and she smacked you in the head.
No, across the face.
Across
bam,
the
bam, 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 bam.
Oh, a lot of times.
A lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
Holy mackerel.
But a lot of times, when a kid gets out of a situation like that and goes to visit the other parent, they just want to have a good day. You might not bring it up simply because you want to enjoy whatever time you have with your dad.
Well, quite frankly, this is a tough area to share with you. But, when you're a somewhat immature kid like I was, for obvious reasons, you harbor guilt, shame. You're not sure why you're bad or what's wrong with you or why you're being treated this way. And there's no real way to adjust to then seeing your father and say rationally to yourself, well, now I just want to enjoy myself.
Who knows what's operating there?
Right.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
I mean,
if
I
my
lived
mother
in
woke
fear.
me, if my mother woke me up smacking me in the middle of the night in the face,
if you never knew when it was going to happen, that's
Right.
the real thing.
and there's no rhyme or reason for it.
That's what there might well be in her mind, but certainly in mine, I wouldn't understand or why.
Yeah, I mean, and yet, as an adult, you had a perfectly normal relationship with your mom and were able to get along with her and all this.
Somewhat, yeah, yes.
Was there a time of rebellion? I mean, where you just said, fuck them, I'm never going to talk to them again?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, but that didn't last. But I did run away for a period of time.
When you would get angry, later on, you're becoming really famous, you're doing movies, you're doing everything, and let's say you got angry with people on the set. Do you ever think you got overly angry because you still never resolved all this stuff that happened in your childhood?
No.
You don't think that had anything to do with it?
I never got overly angry.
You didn't have issues with anger?
No, in fact, even as a young kid, I knew in my heart that this is wrong. That you don't behave this way.
I thought you and Bill Murray were always at each other's throats. True or false?
Not always.
Not always, but a lot of times, right?
Once, yeah.
What happened?
Once.
What happened between you and Bill Murray? On the set of Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
What happened?
I went to host
Right.
in 1978 or something.
Okay.
Bill had been my replacement when I left.
Right.
And I didn't know him well, but I knew him.
Right.
Very funny.
Extremely, yeah.
And a tough kid from Chicago who
Right.
probably thought I was from,
Harvard.
Harvard, and had never had a fight.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's not true.
Right.
But
Unfortunately for him, it was not true. Right.
well, it didn't really get to the point where one person, I don't think. To this day, Bill and I never really landed a blow on each other.
But you were
But
upset.
it wasn't kind of. Here's what happened. I went to the show. I found out later from Lauren that John, who had known for years,
John Belushi,
even before
Right.
SNL,
Right.
had been quite kind of jealous about my rise to fame,
Yes.
and maybe for good reason. The fact is that John was brilliant, and by any real standard, he should have been the big star. But there are things that happen. My name is said every week. Nobody can spell his name.
Right.
I'm tall.
It was legendarily known that Belushi was sort of the star in the group.
Yeah.
And then
Danny was actually the real
What a brilliant
genius.
guy,
He
yes.
was the resident genius.
And all of a sudden, Chevy did the Weekend Update. Whatever
and
the
he blew
reason,
up, yeah.
you charmed the American public.
Yeah.
You got all
For
the
whatever
articles.
reason,
You
yeah.
became the face of Saturday Night Live.
Okay,
And
so
there was
apparently
jealousy.
this ate a little bit at John, enough so that, as I found out later, John had said things to Bill about me when I'd been on the show that simply hadn't occurred or existed. Everybody knew that.
Right.
But I didn't realize he had said these things. So he'd already worked Bill up a little bit.
Right.
And I went in, I was probably a little full of myself after a year of fame or whatever. And in the sense that I think that Billy probably wanted to knock me down a couple of rungs, you know?
Right.
And also, Billy had a habit at the time. I don't know what he's like now, but he had a habit of getting into fights with people. He liked it.
Right.
And I think he wanted to take me on. And basically, words were said just before the show.
Oh,
I was supposed to go in the makeup room, and he got me.
That makes it easy.
He got me really pissed, and I went to
What
his
did he say to you?
room.
Do you remember what he said?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
What did he say?
No, I can't.
Come on.
No.
Share.
No.
Share.
Share who?
No.
Share it. Sonny and share.
Share Bono.
Go ahead.
No. So in any case, I mean, it's just not worth it. He's an older guy now, and I think he's a little more mature than that. And
I don't know
think
about
I
that.
am too.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I don't think you're that mature either.
I'm not
You've
either.
matured.
Clearly
But
you're
anyway,
mature.
yeah. But anyway, the words were said, and I finally went to his dressing room just before the show and said, and opened the door and said, if you say something like that again, I'm gonna. Whatever. And John was there. They were both sitting back in the car. And I realized in that instant it was John, because he gave me a look. It was, here's the total instigator is John.
Right.
Which is kind of funny, really.
Yeah. He was enjoying seeing the fruits of his labor.
Yes.
He had
I
laid
think
the
so.
groundwork.
But
and here
maybe
it
a
was.
little guilty, too, because what happened was Billy jumped up from this couch they were sitting on, lounging on, and charged me at the door. And I immediately got into a fight stance, which is, I boxed a lot, and I didn't. So I had no problem with fights. I was ready to level him, and he was probably ready to scratch me up. And at the same time, John rushed to the door. And John's like 5'7", 9, 10. Billy's like 6 feet 6'1".
Right.
I'm at like 6'3.5" at the time.
Right.
And John puts his hands on the door to block it off. And as I remember, I might have thrown a glancing punch off to his forehead.
Wow.
And Billy, I think, might have hit him in the back of the head. So John was the one.
John broke it up.
John broke his head up. I mean, no. Yeah, basically. And then also Brian Doyle Murray, who's Billy's older brother, came behind me and grabbed my arms to stop me.
Oh, great.
And
So Bill can hit
and he
you.
was strong as hell,
Yes.
Brian. He was a short guy, but these guys had obviously been in a few rumbles.
So you're not close with Bill Murray even to this day?
Well, we've never been close, but we've been very friendly. We played golf together.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I can't play for crap. I don't like golf. Billy is a golf maven.
Right.
He really knows
You
it.
play because it's a social thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if someone invites you, you'll go.
Yeah, and I think we've made an effort over the years to get to know each other better and to put that stuff behind
Do
us.
people expect you to be a great golfer because of the movie Caddyshack?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were in Caddyshack, too. They probably had to pay you a boatload of money to appear in Caddyshack, too.
As I remembered, it was about a week of work and about $800,000 at the time.
Right.
So
a week of work.
Yeah.
800 grand.
Yeah.
And that's when
I think
800
that was
grand
it.
was 800 grand.
Yeah.
You know, if the fight with Bill Murray had ever gotten really bad, would you have resorted to your old trick of blowing him, you think?
I actually, the funny thing is, that there was a party in L.A. afterward. And this is in L.A. later, like a few weeks later, and I'm in L.A. and somebody says Bill Murray's here. He's at the party, and I stormed from the backyard around the pool right toward Bill, who was in this room.
Oh, God.
And he could see me coming, and I was coming fast, and he kind of gave me a look. He was a little bit nervous, and I got in there, and people were watching, and as I sort of let the door close, I hit my knees and went down and started unzipping his pants. And he started laughing. I think that was really...
That's an old martial arts trick.
Yeah, so, it's a great... Yeah, it's a little jiu-jitsu, a little karate, a little... whatever.
You know,
$800,000 for Caddy... You were going to say?
I was going to say, first of all, that story is amazing. The only thing that would make it better is if Belushi was in the samurai uniform and you guys were all ready for...
Yeah.
But knowing that backstory about him and Bill Murray, they're both in Caddyshack together. And it's one of the best scenes.
Oh, I had to watch out for Bill there. I was always worried I'd get hit in the back of the head by something.
But
because
you
he's that way.
improvised that scene, right? That's an amazing story. It's one of the funniest scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
And
Harold Ramis was the director. And it was his first movie. I remember Harold going, cut. Action. It was first for him, and one of my first, and Billy's first. And we didn't have a scene with me and Bill, really, that mattered. So we I think, sat at lunch during one shooting day, and just sort of figured out what the scene would be.
Wow.
And then kind of improvised. I didn't know that Bill was going to come at me with the wine and the joint back and forth. So we just made stuff up. He said, you have got a pool. You have a pool, don't you? And I said, yeah, we got a pool and a pond. A pond would be good for you. Stuff like that.
That's one of the biggest quotes in the movie, and you've made that up.
Yeah, right there. And he said, where do you live again? 2. You don't want to give him the whole number.
And he's like, you're there on Briar.
Trying to keep him away. It's Carl, that guy,
Maybe, Bill, also the weird thing between you and Bill Murray was that, you left Saturday Night Live after a year, and you've even said you regret having left so early. It would have been fun to be there for a couple of years and enjoy it, you know. And you left and that kind of thing, and it was a confusing time for you. You left because you loved a woman and all of that.
Yeah.
And then Bill Murray came in, and I bet you it was hard for you to turn on the TV and watch all those guys doing their thing.
I never did.
You never did. You never looked back.
I was busy.
You never watched the show.
No.
Is that true?
Yeah.
You never would be curious and say, I wonder what happened with the show and how those guys...
On occasion I would see something, but they would rerun things and stuff, and I would see, cheeseburger, stuff like that.
Right.
I don't remember the whole sketches or anything.
Did you become sort of like, oh, that's not funny, cheeseburger?
No. I saw Bill, I think, singing in the shower or something. I thought, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Bill was funny on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
He was good.
I mean, what makes Bill great and funny
was hard to follow
is his danger.
Yes.
And that's a reality in his life too.
Right.
So when you're going to do a scene with Bill on the golf course, and you may have had a little thing a few years earlier, you better watch out. You might be hit with a club when you're not because he's that funny.
Right.
But it's not so funny to get like a big gash in the back of your head. So it's a very kind of funny situation with the two of us. I really enjoyed working with him. I think that the danger in his humor. He has to stick with that and take the other danger out of his life.
I think it's a miracle that you've been able to have a successful marriage, you and Janie.
Yeah.
Because really, when I think back, I got into this with you on the phone one time about all of the women in your life. I mean, more famous you couldn't be than you. And there were lots of women. You're a young, good-looking guy, funny guy in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the stories your penis can tell. Ooh. I mean, it's really, really something.
Would you like it to start talking?
Could you make your penis talk right now?
Well, I would, but this really a small studio.
One other question. Do you ever tell your own kids about what your childhood was like? Do you open up to them about your mother smacking you in the head? Do you ever open up and say you do?
But again, I try to be a little more fair-minded than even a biography might be, which is to try to give both sides. I've always tried to understand why my mom was that way. What made my stepfather go over the top like that? What kind of battle fatigue had he suffered during the war?
But doesn't it make your kids feel really bad for you? I mean, in a way.
No.
Isn't it something?
No, because my relationship.
5 miles to school with no shoes.
I'm sorry.
Is that your I walked 5 miles to school with no shoes story for your kids? So that they
I have no idea what you mean. What's her name?
That's Robin.
Robin, hi. How are you?
There.
Why don't you just move the controls?
By the way, I should introduce you. Do you know Artie at all? Have you ever met him?
Artie.
Yeah.
How are you? Nice to meet you, Chevy.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Chevy, here's the funny thing.
Sorry. I stepped on my ears.
Chevy,
it's nice to meet you.
Chevy, here's the funny thing. You worked with him in a film for 3 days.
No, for a week, actually.
A week, actually, yeah.
Artie Lang. What was that movie? What did we do? Seriously.
Dirty Work. Norm Macdonald.
Oh, yeah. Boy,
up in Toronto.
But you remember how great that script was?
Yes, it was.
And then they wanted. I said it's a PG-31. I didn't know.
Right.
But then they wanted. They wanted their PG-13, and so all the great stuff. There was a great scene in there.
They edited out?
That made me want to do the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
They didn't do it.
But let me ask you about movies.
Do you know about the scene?
No, I don't. What was the scene?
It was the donut scene.
Yeah, the donut scene. Yeah. We did a thing where me and Norm, we actually shot that scene and they didn't put it in.
Oh, you did shoot it?
We shot it, yeah. Me and Norm get beat up by these frat boys. Yeah. And to get back
like football guys, right?
Yeah, like football guys, like frat boys at college. And to get back at them, we send them a bunch of donuts.
Right.
And they eat all the donuts. And then underneath the donuts in the tray is a picture of me and Norm with all the donuts on our cocks.
That's good.
That's a funny.
And we shot that. And then, and again, to Chevy's credit, he knows the business. He begged Norm. I was in the trailer, and he begged Norm because the MGM guys were there.
Right.
And they were not the brightest guys, I hate to say.
I'll say.
Yeah, but and Chevy said to him, Norm, whatever you do, they're going to try to make this PG-13. This movie's hilarious. It's one of the funniest scripts I've ever read. It's going to make political correctness turn on its side. It's rated R.
But don't edit it.
Don't fucking let them. And he said they're going to come at you. He goes, whatever you do, this is your career. It's important that the movie's funny. If it makes money,
But
whatever.
you
But
know,
if it's funny and
But is it true
and
that
exactly-
is it true at all?
Vacation was an R. It was an
Right.
R-rated movie.
Right.
Right. Is it true?
Exactly, yeah.
That you never know. I mean, you can read a script and then all of a sudden and think it's going to be the greatest movie ever.
Yeah.
You never know, right? So you take a crapshoot. You're an actor and you want to work.
Partly. I mean, more now as I'm older. But the fact is, when I was a movie star and coming out with #1 movies and stuff, I'd have a lot more control. Just as I'm sure Bob Downey or anybody else does now. You know, the control over the director, over the writing. You know, what they call. Control.
But
Power.
So but you never know because it's such a collaboration.
No, when all is said and done, the distributor, the Warner Brothers, or whoever it may have, with many of these films are Warner Brothers, they are going to make the decisions based on polling and based on these screenings that they do. It's all kind of stupid, but you know, we got to take that line out because it shows that women from between 35 and 40,
It's too much.
you know,
too
it's
much
all
fun.
crap.
Who are your friends now? Did you remain friendly with anyone from Saturday Night Live, or were there just?
Oh, absolutely.
You did.
Yeah.
Were you close with Belushi
Yes.
and Aykroyd even afterwards?
Yeah, Danny and I are very close.
Are you still close?
see
Oh,
him
yeah.
now.
You get together socially?
Oh, sure.
You do?
Yeah.
And you're always friends with Lorne.
And Lorne, Lauren's wonderful.
Did you
Spies Like Us, him and Danny. That's one of the most underrated
I love
movies
that
ever.
movie. The Gilda Radner, she was a friend too.
Oh,
right?
wonderful kid.
She were close with everyone.
Oh, sure.
Why do I have this feeling you didn't get along with these guys? I thought that there was too much. Like they
I
were
don't
pissed
know.
off at you for leaving Saturday Night Live. You could have hurt the show by leaving. I thought there was all this bad blood, and they were angry with you, and they were all your friends, and you turned your back.
I
on
think
them.
honestly, if you were to ask anybody who's left,
Right.
I mean, John and Gilda, God rest their souls, but and they would say the same. I think if you talk to Jane or Lorraine or whoever's, you know, Dan, they'd tell you that year, that first year that I was there,
right.
Was extremely close, friendly. I was never a hard guy to work with or anything like that. I never took myself seriously when it came to me getting more famous. It's later on that stuff gets into you, and you keep thinking, I have the perspective. I'm old enough to know not to be a different person.
Right.
But you may not notice that you're a little bit more self-aggrandizing or whatever.
Right.
You know, these things are seen by people like John or whatever as something else. I don't know. But the fact is, during the time I was there, it was just a very, very close-knit group, and I did a lot of the writing. I was hired as the head writer at the beginning.
Right.
It changed around with Michael Donahue and others, but basically I did everything I could to write people into Update, for instance. If Lorraine didn't have a big part, I'd write her in a remote at the Blaine Hotel.
You weren't
I'd
selfish
put
that
Garrett
way.
in there.
You were happy to.
Yes,
include...
and the whole cast was happy.
Right.
I mean, Garrett would tell you that too. And so there was never. That's why it took me by surprise coming back and hearing that John had told stories. I didn't know what he could have told.
You were shocked.
Yeah.
And because now people I know who work on Saturday Night Live say everybody writes their own material. Nobody shares with anybody. It's like a cutthroat kind
is that
of
right?
thing. Yeah. And so it was a different way back then. It was like you guys were all
there
collaborators.
were so few of us.
Right.
But
But if you wrote something good, you might even say, gee, this isn't right for me. It's right for someone else.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
right.
I
That's
wrote
very
for
generous.
everybody else a lot.
And
So,
it came off on
for
screen.
instance,
It was
I wrote-
like magical
you
at
wrote-
first.
I wrote Jaws 2,
Right.
Which was the land shark concept.
And you gave that.
And I thought, you know, I mean, John does a great Richard Dreyfuss. You know, Danny's great in anything.
Right.
Jane's great for or Gilda being at home listening to the radio about the shark.
Right.
And I'll do the shark. Because
Right.
I can do this guy who goes, Mrs. Allen, and, the shark. The concept was the shark's really intelligent. He's a land shark, but really not a hell of a lot brighter than the people who open the door, and they're not real bright. Nobody's really bright in any of this.
Right.
So he says, flowers, ma'am? I'm not expecting any flowers. And there'd be a little pause, and I'd go, Your car's double parked. Anything. And, in that case, they open the door. Like, that'll make you open the door.
You conceived that script sitting in a room by yourself.
Yeah.
In other words, you're sitting around, what could be funny? Jaws was popular. I'm going to write it.
I liked the character of the shark, too. I think I want to do that voice, yeah. The sharks can talk, that he can talk.
And would you sketch this by hand, or would you type it on the type? You would write it out by hand. Type it out.
Yeah, I have the original typed thing in my house, actually.
Do you hang that on a wall?
With white out and stuff. No, it's in a pamphlet or something. I don't know. It's in my office somewhere.
It's exciting. I mean, and then you would hand it in, and then they would cast the thing, and then you'd see it on TV that week. It was instant gratification. That had to be fun. Yeah, that's good. Not like making a movie. When you went out to Hollywood, the first movie was Goldie Hawn, right?
Yeah.
Foul play.
And
right?
you two never became lovers?
Oh, we did.
Oh, you did?
During that film, we kind of fell in love a little bit.
Oh, my God.
I thought there was incredible chemistry.
No, we were young, yeah.
Chevy, the Goldie Hawn in her day, I'm talking about in her prime.
Yeah.
No hotter chick on the planet.
Wonderful.
Oh, my God.
What beautiful and smart. And still, to this day, beautiful and smart. What a terrific girl.
The kid who got smacked in his head, locked in a basement for a week at a time, all of a sudden is in Hollywood. How old were you at that point? 20...
Oh, 38.
No,
I don't know.
24?
No, 32.
32 at that point?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're in Hollywood. You're starring opposite Goldie Hawn, who's a huge star.
I had two choices.
Yeah.
I wasn't making a movie. I wasn't doing anything.
Right.
And I was given the script for Animal House and for Foul Play.
They wanted you to play Otter, right? In Animal House? Yeah.
I read it. I thought it was very funny, but I'd already lived it, basically. I went to college. I went, it was the kind of stuff that I think John would do well. That it just wasn't my cup of tea. I wanted, and the
no
other thing was,
regrets not being in Animal House?
No. Except it would have been a lot more money.
Well, Animal House was an ensemble. Foul Play was your chance to be sort of like a Cary Grant type guy.
It was more, if I can get to work with Goldie Hawn, right? Why should I work with John again?
When you show up on the set, I get that.
Yeah.
And now Goldie Hawn's your co-star. At that point, are you nervous? I mean, you've done a lot of work already, but you were not nervous.
No.
And you felt comfortable in front of a camera, being in a movie for the first time. The first major film.
Yeah, I never felt any of that uncomfortable.
No discomfort.
No.
And so the two of you meet, and how quickly do you become lovers?
Well, we knew we really loved each other in some way.
Right.
But we didn't actually consummate any of that until the end of the movie.
No kidding. So it becomes this one big flirtation.
In fact, the movie would probably show you that sort of...
The tension.
That almost sexual tension between us.
I tell you, there is no sexier woman in her day than Goldie Hawn. And to enter Goldie Hawn is a great honor for a man's penis. I mean...
let me put it this way.
Let me ask you something. And I want you to be very honest. No ego.
I'm not going to discuss it.
Okay, fair enough. But this you have to tell me. With a woman that hot, can you last a long time?
I didn't tell you I entered her or anything else.
No.
All I told you was
we became in love.
We loved each other. We really did. And to this day, we love each other in many ways. But
why did it break up?
Oh, Kurt and Goldie are like, they're a great couple.
Do you become despondent,
we both grew apart from each other.
You don't become despondent over that? You don't become like, oh, man, that's such a great piece of ass. Or was she a pain in the ass, in a sense? Is it hard to date a woman that famous?
No, there was no problem that way. It's just that I was not inclined at that point to be only with one person, and I'm not sure that Goldie was, for that matter.
Oh, man. I can't even imagine what went on in there. Was she wild, or was she very conservative?
In what sense?
You know what sense I'm talking about. We're men.
I have no idea what you mean.
We are men. You've blown men.
I blew Kurt.
They became lovers.
All right, listen to me.
Kurt was better.
But you know what's amazing? You think about the shit movies that are out nowadays. Like back in that time of the 70s, you got two scripts like Foul Play and Animal House floating around. You got guys like Chevy Chase, Belushi, and that's just what an insane time for entertainment. And
as a fan, I was in heaven. I mean, you saw some great films. I mean, we still watch those films.
No, you're being too nice now.
No, but
let's go back to 6 years ago or whatever it was.
Go back to blowing that guy.
The frustrating part about Dirty Work was it's amazing. Like I was there when you were giving Norm that soliloquy, and every single thing you said started to come true. I said to Norm, and even Norm would say, Chevy's ringing in my ears. The studio, they were going to release it in February, which, away from everything else. And
the producer had to have known this, too.
I know. The producer, this guy, Bob Simons, who's a successful guy, you know, he sort of strung people along, and then right away
That's
everything
right.
started changing. He goes, well, we're thinking about a PG-13. It's only a few jokes. And then
And
Norm
that
was
waters it
powerless.
down.
Yeah, and
That
then all of a
waters it
sudden,
down.
it was a June 5th release opposite Godzilla
Yeah.
and the Truman Show with Jim Carrey. Now it's PG-13. It just got lost.
Well, the whole
and-
point of the script and the movie was that it was so far over the top.
Right.
Chevy,
That
did
it
you
was
move
so.
in
It's
with
like, it was
Goldie
like
Hawn?
the aristocrat joke. You
Chevy.
know?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Did you move in with Goldie Hawn to her house?
No.
You did not.
No.
You lived separately,
Oh yes.
but you'd go over there and hang out.
On occasion.
Oh boy, what went on there?
A lot of dogs, animals, kids. You know, normal, regular
Was
stuff.
it weird that she had the kids around and you were doing her?
Oh, I wasn't. Certainly not with the kids around. Anyway,
Was she your most famous conquest?
it wasn't a conquest.
Are you Kate Hudson's father?
I'm her lover.
You're a lover.
If he was her father, Kate Hudson would be much funnier.
Let me
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you about. Let me tell you about this. The 5th annual Chevy Chase Green School Auction. What this is you put this together with your wife.
Yeah.
This is a charity thing. What does your charity do? First of all,
Well, Janie began the Center for Environmental Education 20-some years ago, and she's always been an environmentalist, and she's a really good one. In this particular year, this auction, we're more or less concentrating on greening schools. From soup to nuts, and basically this is going to be about a diet for children and schools, but also the schools themselves will be environmentally. So you know, you're going to a school that's made of arugula and spinach, and then you know, when lunch comes along,
what you're
you eat the
claiming-
walls. What?
Right.
I don't
What
know.
you're saying, no, what you're saying is the greening of the school
Yes.
means that a lot of toxic chemicals are
Yeah.
used. Even the janitorial staff will
That's
clean
correct.
with it. They take it and they make it a safe environment for kids, and they
Yes,
concentrate
and I
on
get
getting
the
kids,
toxic chemicals.
and they get kids getting healthy. Right? Is that it?
Yes.
It's a big undertaking.
Yes, it's big, and right now I think Janie's concentrating on some 5 model kind of schools.
Right.
But this is a movement that's taking place in many areas. In San Francisco already, Gavin Newsom is working on that stuff. There are many people who are concentrating on this, but it's got to be. We need the dough, you know.
Right. You need money to do these
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So, all right. So you have this auction every
Yeah.
year, and since you have so many fancy friends, you get some really good stuff. to
Well, you know
auction
who's a
off.
fancy friend? You.
Yes.
I mean, I can't tell you how much it means that you and I became good friends.
Yes, I'm
'Cause you're
happy
good,
about it.
You're a terrific
And
guy.
you're-
People might not know that by hearing you on the radio. They might think, well, he's a fucking, if you're filthy mouth, I fuck him ass fuck. You know, but
Well,
in
that
fact,
too.
when I'm...
That's
No, but
exactly
in
what people
fact,
say.
I know.
Not verbatim.
You know what won me over? You know what won me over?
When I meet Howard outside of this,
When you
with
blew me
Beth
at that
and stuff,
party, that was the best. That won me over. When you just came down on your knees, just like you did with Bill Murray.
that was a
good
tough one,
blowjob.
man, because usually it's the guy's hard. You
I
know?
was very.
Okay.
He rushed you at a party, Joe.
I was so glad to reconcile with. I didn't even know you. I mean, I was so thrilled that when we.
When was that? We did meet a few years ago, and
You met
we were
me
talking
at a
about
hotel.
our kids.
You
Remember?
met me at a hotel. My kids were with me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I am so glad because you are terrific and you are one of the funniest guys on the planet. And
He was saying the other day that, you know, I don't know how I could have been so upset with him. I always liked him.
I know. So
that's
let me
nice to
tell you
hear.
about some of the things you're auctioning off.
Yes.
Okay. One of the things is a day in the studio with us and the gang.
Oh, yeah, that's
Which,
great.
by the way, I'm very proud of this. Last year, it raised a lot of money for charity, hanging out with us. Guy
Huge.
paid a lot of
It was
money.
the biggest.
It was the biggest. It beat having lunch with Bill Clinton.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
And the Cameron Diaz thing.
And the Cameron Diaz
Wow.
thing.
Yeah.
But you do have some other good things on here, and I'll tell people where they can go to bid on these things. Let's see. I'll mention a couple. This I like. Day on the set with Robert Downey Jr. on Iron Man 2.
Ooh.
Spend a day in his trailer and on set in California. That's good.
Poor
Yeah.
Robert Downey. He's
Yeah.
got to be in the trailer with you.
He's
No,
gotta be
let me just tell you about
Coke
this. kid.
dealers
When
need not
Chevy was
apply.
making movies, he never would have done that.
No, let me tell you
You were
something.
busy. You were busy with Goldie Hawn. Yes.
Robert Downey and I communicate quite a bit. We are absolute total fans of each other.
Right.
And I think he may well be one of the greatest, if not the greatest, American actor we have.
terrific.
now.
Yes.
He's
Wow.
wonderful.
You're absolutely right.
And he's had a great album out a few years back and stuff. But this guy's multi-talented.
Yes.
When he did Chaplin, that really got me.
brilliant.
Because Chaplin, to me, was the most brilliant physical comic that I'd ever seen. And he did him to a T.
Yes.
He's a terrifically nice guy. If anything has ever impaired him, it's only himself.
Right.
And that's a shame because we all have our idiosyncrasies and our problems, but
You've seen a
he's
lot of
straight, and he's working hard to remain that way, and that's, by the way, his private business. I shouldn't be bringing it up.
But wouldn't you agree it would be more fun to hang out on the set with him when he used to be high in the old days? Now he's
I don't know. I don't
When
know.
he'd wind up in someone else's home in their bed.
Yeah.
Here's some other things I'll mention.
That was a friend's home run.
A tennis lesson with Chris Everett.
Ooh.
Pool playing with Chevy Chase. Are you good at Amsterdam Billiards?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good.
Again, Chevy doesn't remember. I shot pool with you for 3 hours at a pool hall in Toronto.
Did I lose?
And no, you won big time. As a matter of fact, and
You owe him money,
I
don't
won
you?
I won $2,000 off.
You
of
owe me
Norm.
money.
I won $2,000 off for Norm playing 9-ball. Chevy took about 500 of it back, but he didn't make me pay because it was Canadian money.
I love that Chevy doesn't even remember the meeting.
Has no idea. And you were doing the funniest shit with the
I
stick.
do remember now.
Yeah,
Right.
In
it's
retrospect,
coming
yeah.
back to
That's
you.
all right. Don't worry about it. I
The guy was
expect you-
banging Goldie Hawn. He's not going to remember you. 4 VIP tickets to Mad Money with Jim. When you're masturbating,
I think of Jim Cramer.
No, not Jim. Do you ever think of Goldie? Is she one of the girls in your Rolodex that comes through your mind?
Actually, what I do when I masturbate is I open up my Rolodex. And I
You do, and you
as
masturbate
I
it.
go down the
You don't
list,
think
and
of her-
sometimes I'll hit somebody like Alan Zweibel or Rich Belzer, and bam, I lose it.
It never comes into your mind. Seriously. I mean, I know you love Janie and you had a very successful marriage
Yeah.
with her. But there are times when you sit there and go, oh, boy, there was some girls. And then you're alone in the house. The kids are gone. You're nude.
Howard,
You have a glass of wine.
I'm too old for this.
Really? You don't
honestly,
masturbate?
I've been with her for so long,
Yes.
Janie. I've been in love with her for 28 years. And somehow she with me. This is one of those uncommon, luckiest things that can happen in your life, and I hope it happens for you and Beth.
Thank you. The sex life is still going strong?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Would you say over 2 times a week?
I would not tell you, but certainly.
Really? Certainly more than 2 times a week?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes 15.
15 times a week. You have a
there's
voracious
That's
days are
healthy.
long, you know.
That's a healthy sex.
You have
You have lunch, bam. You know, then you got things to do in the afternoon. There's cocktail
I'm
hour,
happy for
bam.
you. As a boy,
then you have dinner,
I
bam.
think of the little boy locked in the basement for a week. I think of the little boy being smacked by his mother. In the
Yeah,
middle of the
I
sleep,
think
and
of
I'm
him when I
happy for you.
masturbate.
No, that's what you think about.
No.
Being back in the basement. All right, 4 VIP.
No, but that's where Janie
Do
and
you
I
ever-
make love, in the
I
basement.
would say, does Janie ever wake up in the middle of the night and just smack you around?
I like it.
You said to mother me, and then she smacks you in the head?
Yes. Sometimes she diapers me.
4 VIP tickets to Mad Money with Jim Cramer, and you meet and greet with him. These are very, very good.
Well, look at
Tour
some
of
of
the
the- I mean-
Today Show with Al Roker, a 1-week internship with Donna Karen. Like if you were going-
Here's my
sure.
favorite. I mean,
Yeah, go
one
ahead.
of them. The 10-day, 9-night Galapagos Island expedition.
Wow.
2 aboard the National Geographic Polaris, our Islander, courtesy of Linda. This thing, we were just up in the Arctic with the National Geographic Endeavor, with Jimmy Carter and Madeleine Albright, and these people and scientists, and one of the most spectacular environmental experiences I've ever had. And this Galapagos,
And
it has
that's
to
one
be
of the
wonderful.
things they auction off.
Yes.
What about this? A BJ to completion from Chevy Chase, dressed as Land Shark. What is that going to go for? That's
No,
gotta
that
be-
says blown by the land shark.
Okay, but
Yeah.
that's you. You're the Land Shark.
Yeah,
as
but
you
the
revealed.
teeth. The teeth.
Well,
Blow job,
let me
man.
think. I mean, you've got a million things on here. You can go on the website. 4 VIP tickets to the Late Show with David Letterman, meet and greet with Paul
Yeah.
Schaefer.
You got
And I'm sure
VIP
Paul will get
tickets,
high with you,
Jimmy
right?
Buffett.
Paul Schaefer
Would Paul
will
get
meet
high
you?
with you
SNL?
backstage or anything?
Paul?
Like, yeah, would he says
No, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't do
No,
that.
he's already too high.
he's too high already. All right. So what else do you have on here? You have I mean it's an amazing 2 VIP tickets late night with Conan O'Brien.
Well, you know, if you go on online to charitybuzz.com,
Okay. And
and
come
you'll
down
see
here-
all of these lots,
Including-
and there are things that are not particularly expensive, like a sombrero from me from Three Amigos, that kind of stuff.
Three Amigos, a great movie. Huh?
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh my
Those
God,
guys are funny.
That was fun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh man. Hey, listen.
You know who you need on this show is Steve. He'd be great on the show.
Well,
wouldn't
I
he?
was lucky enough to have dinner with Steve Martin.
You were.
We went to dinner.
Good.
We've gone.
Can you imagine him on this? Just you wouldn't stand a chance because he's so concerned. You know.
Oh
so,
my God, he
you know.
is completely opposite than what I thought he would be.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Didn't he
a
tell
quiet,
you he would never do the
introspective,
show?
intelligent. What?
No, I told you I would never ask him to be on the show. If he wants to be on,
He could be on, but
Oh,
I
he
thought
could,
said
yeah, but he
would
wouldn't,
never
of
do
course,
it.
you know.
last book he wrote was brilliant, right? Did you read
Oh,
it
he's-
about
yeah.
his,
I mean,
his
he's-
rise to stand-up comedy? How he
He's a remarkable guy. I
really
love
is.
him. I piss him off a lot. Perhaps because I because he's such a private guy, and I like to share experiences about him and stuff. So, and I'm a little more open in that sense. But whatever, I think
was
we're very
he serious
good friends.
when you made Three Amigos? Was he very serious?
No, we laughed a lot.
You had a good time.
Yeah.
No girls to bang on that set, too, unfortunately.
Oh, there was Marty.
Marty, you banged. Yeah, you dress him up
in a wig.
He's very feminine. And I tell you this, if you do bid on coming down here to the studio, what I'll let you do is talk to Gary, find out what we're planning for that week or the next couple of weeks, and pick the show you want to be a part of. So if we have a Chevy Chase in here or somebody you want to meet, then you can be part of that show. So we'll let you pick.
And by the way, I'll come anytime you want.
Good, we like that.
For that kind of whatever you.
Oh, then you could come do that show.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, I have. I mean, well, all I'm saying is, this is my first time on this show.
Yeah. And you have no idea who's
I'm
sat
having
on that
fun.
couch. You're having a good time.
Yeah, I just don't know who this guy is.
You're right.
Marty. Yeah.
Reminiscing with Arnie.
Right. Check out the auction items.
And then the girl who runs the the knobs over there.
Check out the auction items at CharityBuzz.com. You'll be quite thrilled, and also you'll be giving to a good cause. And also recently I saw somewhere you were very upset with the choice of Sarah Palin. I did a tirade yesterday on the air.
It was a mistake for me to do one while I'm trying to promote an auction, because I lose people who, but we all have our political views, and sometimes you can't contain yourself. And
you're a Barack Obama guy?
I am Barack Obama.
You are Barack Obama. You write his speeches?
I write everything.
You write everything for him. CharityBuzz.com. Chevy, this was great.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah,
you got to come back and see us again.
Artie, it was good to see you
Thank you.
again. And Robin.
Can I
Howard.
I want to ask you one more question.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
The answer is no.
This is interesting.
You can't have a blowjob.
No, well, maybe later. Doug Kenny, the guy he co-wrote Caddyshack.
Yeah.
And he co-wrote Animal House.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And
He was
he plays
wonderful.
Stork in Animal House. People don't realize that.
He was my dearest, deepest friend.
He killed himself, right?
No. No. In fact,
what you were there when
I
that
thought
happened?
he did. We were in Hawaii, and we'd been together about 6 weeks, going around tennis, and then we went to Hawaii, and we were together. He was just a great guy, very funny.
Harvard Lampoon guy.
Oh yeah, and started the National Lampoon. But when I left, we were on Maui. He got on I gathered a boat and went over to Kauai, and the way I now believe it happened is that he went out to this edge of this kind of their Grand Canyon,
right,
and he just misstepped and fell about 50 feet under rocks, and
that was it.
At the time, I thought I knew he was a little depressed because I had just been on the phone with him. I thought maybe he had committed suicide. I just don't think that was the case.
The rumor for years was that Caddyshack, when it came out, was considered a bomb at first. And
Doug was very worried about the Caddyshack not opening up big.
Right.
It was his baby. He produced it. He was ambitious and wanted it to do well. If he were alive today, he'd know how well it did. But,
I mean, it didn't do well in theaters.
Not right away. No.
Right, that's become a cult film. It's become one of those things.
One of
that's
those.
huge.
one of the biggest ever. And there was a rumor that I heard that he had killed himself because of that, and that's completely not true.
Not true. Not true. No.
Get back to the trailer with Goldie Hawn.
All right.
Okay, all right.
I'll be out
we'll do
there
it
now.
Another time. All right, listen, say hi to Janie.
I will, and say hi to Beth.
I will, and I thank you for coming on the show, and there's no greater thrill than to have you here now after all those years of stupidity that I got involved with.
Hey, man, I lost my temper, too. Let's get over it.
Yeah, we got over it.
Yeah,
but
we got
anyway,
over
the
it.
great Chevy Chase, what can I say? There's about 10 million more questions that we have to continue this discussion at some point.
Well, let's do it sometime.
We will do it.
Not just we'll talk about this auction. We'll just have a
good
friendly
sit-down
show.
chat.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. Chevy Chase, everyone. We'll be back right after these words.
Thanks, everybody.
Chevy.
Yes.
How'd the interview go?
What interview? I just came out of the men's room. It was great.
So what do you like about doing Howard's show?
Well, having gotten to know Howard as a human being, I enjoy. I thought he was very good, and I thought the interview went well. I mean, what can I tell you? I like him as a guy. I like him as a person off the air. It was fun. It was nice to be in that studio. It's a great studio, nice people, and how could I complain?
You can't.
There you have it.
How is it seeing Artie again?
Now I remember, that he was on Dirty Work, but he's unshaven, and so I haven't seen him in a long time. So it's just, and I'm 78, so I forgot.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. What's happening? Yeah. Got an exciting show for you today. By the way, stopping by in the show today is Joe Frazier, one of my heroes, who I believe was a great world champion of boxing, who was 10 times more talented in the ring than Muhammad Ali, and 10 times the man Muhammad Ali was. That if people who are boxing fans or just fans of great iconic heroes, the true hero of that era was Joe Frazier, not Muhammad Ali.
Start that again.
Well, I think you really need to watch a special that's going. In fact, that's why Joe's here. HBO has commemorated the Thriller in Manila, which I know.
I saw that promo.
It's a fantastic special, and what you begin to learn is that Muhammad Ali was a monster. That. Well, let me tell you about it. I know you can't believe it, but the real champion was Joe Frazier, and the real people's champion. Don't forget, Joe Frazier was a man of the people. Grew up on a farm, worked farm life his whole life. Muhammad Ali worked at one thing: being Muhammad Ali. Never held a job except being Muhammad Ali. And when it came, hold on, when it came to fighting, he called Joe. He did the worst thing you could do to another black man. He said that Joe was a race traitor. He said that Joe was a gorilla. He was ugly. He was too black. And he said he was a traitor to his own people. And Joe Frazier was a guy who was just boxing. He was working his way like any other man, trying to find his way in life and make a living. Muhammad Ali went and spoke before the Ku Klux Klan. He went and, if you can believe this, spoke at a Klan rally and said to them that he wanted to see the races separate, just like the Klan.
Oh, yeah,
that he approved of the Klan and palled around with the Klan. The very same Ku Klux Klan that was tying a noose around his brothers' necks and lynching and burning crosses. He sat there.
Well, I think that you're not looking at it in a certain context. You're looking at it as a white man.
Look at it as a black woman.
No, but I'm looking at it as a person who grew up in a confused society.
What Ali did to Joe Frazier was worse than a lynching.
Did he call him Cassius Clay before Muhammad turned on him like this? You can't answer that question.
I think, yes. No, you have to watch the special. I can't answer the question.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is that Muhammad Ali was beating up Joe Frazier so badly that his own people, black people, would boo him and shun him. And, I mean, what did he have?
You're not answering my question.
In the verbal war, he went Cassius Clay. Big deal. He didn't call him a gorilla.
That was the thing that he got really upset about. You got to know what upsets people.
He sat and held a rubber gorilla in front of Joe's face. And white people loved it, by the way. For years, dark-skinned black men were, ugly and disgusting, and Cassius Clay went right into it on him.
Excuse me, you act as if Cassius Clay was enlightened.
Cassius Clay did terrible things to Joe Frazier, race baiting.
Cassius Clay did the same things that black people are doing to each other today.
I'm talking about Cassius Clay, your hero.
Today. And
Joe
I
Frazier.
Never said he was perfect.
Joe Frazier was a better fighter.
He was not a better fighter.
He
was not a better fighter.
He was.
How come he lost twice?
He lost once.
He lost twice.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on.
The second, you don't know anything. What is it, Gary?
Okay, he won the first fight.
That's right.
He lost the second fight.
And by the way, okay, go ahead, yeah.
And this fight, Robin, you know the story. Ali wasn't getting up for the 15th round. And
he wouldn't lift.
Joe didn't get up first. That's why the fight was lost. Joe was blind for the last 4 rounds. His eye, blind in his left eye, right eye closed.
And he had a manager.
These were terrible, terrible fights. But who was declared the winner of the third fight?
But I'm just saying.
That's exactly right. He was lynched. He was lynched again, Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier. Here's the proof. Forget everything else. See who's talking and who isn't. See who's walking and who isn't.
Well, maybe Muhammad has paid a price for the way he lived his life.
Karma.
But Joe Frazier not doing all that well either.
Joe Frazier lives in Philadelphia in the gym that he trains in. He has no money. It's a very sad story.
He has no money.
He doesn't have a lot of money, no.
Oh, dear. I didn't know that. I mean, he made a lot of money.
Sure, listen. What's he doing? Who knows what he spent it on? Probably with Bernie Madoff.
Well, Ali didn't have a lot of money either at the end of all the things.
But here's the sad part about that. Muhammad Ali, they've whitewashed his image so much so that people like yourself buy into him.
Well, he did do a courageous thing, and that is why people revere him, not for who he was, but he did a courageous thing.
But so-called Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali.
You can call him that now because he can't beat you up.
Let him come in here. I'll take him on.
That's right. I know you
Bring
will.
in Cassius Clay. I'll kick his ass. Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, like you like to call him, he's a character, this guy.
He is a character.
But he got to sell the rights to his name. He got recently, I think, about $50 million to have his estate run. And Joe Frazier's name is nothing. And Joe Frazier was a great boxer.
But you know why?
I'll buy Joe Frazier memorabilia.
But you know why? You don't buy memorabilia.
Well, if I did, I would.
You know why? Because Joe kept the fight going. He never embraced Ali. When all of that was, run over and hug him and get your face in the pictures with him.
Hug him.
He kept that fight going.
Joe's the best. Joe said, "You don't call me those names, and I don't forgive." And I love Joe Frazier.
And that's been great for him.
I love Joe Frazier.
I love Joe too.
No, you don't.
You just don't know what it is to be black.
Yeah, I do. I know
No,
better than you.
You have no idea.
You live the life of a white woman, a white princess.
What?
You live the life of a white princess.
I'm a black princess.
I'm blacker than you. Believe me, I've been the black man.
You and this documentary, you are white people analyzing black people who were raised in a racist society and driven crazy.
I'm a person.
This demonizing
feeling for Joe Frazier. You're a narcissist at a 34.
Of a simple man.
Oh, boy.
Is ridiculous. I'm like, who are these? It's white people who did this documentary.
You have a 34 rating
as
a
white
narcissist.
Man who did this. I'm like, listen to this music. Listen to what they're doing.
Yeah.
They say nothing about the context of being raised in this racist society.
Say what you want. I was raised in a racist society.
And
I didn't
you have
use
your
race.
problems, and look at what you're doing now.
No.
You're analyzing people who you can't understand.
Joe Frazier is a true champ, and he will be here today. And by the way, as a woman, Muhammad Ali will not be here. He, by the way, doesn't have anything to say. He's in La La Land.
Isn't Daniel Carver a simple man? He's simple.
Wait, hold it. You expect me to think Daniel Carver has a rational thought about something?
So you forgive Daniel Carver?
Right.
I do forgive Daniel Carver because he's out of his mind. I don't pay attention to Daniel Carver, and Daniel Carver has nothing to do with how I feel about myself.
But would you say then that goes to all people in the KKK?
Yes, they're dumb and under some delusion that I have some responsibility for how their lives are.
So Ali is dumb too.
Absolutely, he's dumb.
That's right. And Joe Frazier is the people's champion.
Read what I say in my book. It's not that Ali was a great man. It was that Ali was someone we could relate to. We couldn't relate to Martin Luther King. We could relate to Ali because he wasn't perfect.
So you don't...
But he was brave.
You're not angry with those guys who lynched people, are you? No, they're just dumb.
Oh, here we go.
All right, there you go. I'm
angry at the entire society and the entire country. You know, when somebody,
you got the wrong hero.
When somebody raises their hand and says they've not always been proud of America, white people scream, "Whoa, you're not a patriot." Now you're using it the opposite way.
Joe Frazier is the people's champion. Just remember that. And rewrite your book and put Joe Frazier instead.
Brainwash me, honky.
Joe Frazier, the man. And don't you even talk to Joe when he's here.
I won't talk to Joe when he's here. Because you're going to try to rile the poor man up again.
Oh.
Let him have some peace in his life.
Wait till Joe gets here.
This is so ridiculous. Do you know this
During
is
the interview, face the wall. Shame, the wall of shame.
Now look at you trying to master me and tell me what to do.
Yeah, I've been trying for 20 years, and you finally wised up. You won't listen. Whatever. Anyway, so Joe will be here. And we love having him in.
And stop trying to demonize Muhammad Ali.
Oh, I'm not demonizing him. I'm demonizing you.
His life, and he's suffering for whatever those crimes are that he did commit.
Thank you. Well, now you're talking.
He doesn't need you to be his judge. And you should feel...
I judge him.
You should feel inadequate to judge anyone during this era.
No, I'm totally out of
These were people, we were all fighting for our freedom at that time.
By the way, Robin wants you to know Hitler was just a simple artist with a dream.
No, Hitler was a maniac who
come on.
got
He's your hero.
who got control of another bunch of maniacs, and they all followed him.
So do you ever get upset at anyone's behavior or no?
Surely I get upset at the actual behavior, but you can't expect crazy people to have rational thoughts.
Your hero, Muhammad Ali,
Was a crazy person.
is the wrong hero.
Driven crazy by the society he was grown up.
The wrong hero. You need to worship Joe Frazier.
Because for Joe to be subject to someone else calling him a gorilla is ridiculous. It shows a lack of character.
No.
Yes.
Joe had a family.
You can't. That
people.
was part of the problem.
Stop it. You've never had a national figure, a beloved national figure, sit there and ridicule
Are you kidding me? I've been called names all my life.
No, not on the
life.
world stage.
Absolutely. People have
Who did
ridiculed
that?
me.
Who's the prominence?
Me just for working with you.
Who is the prominence of Joe
How about
Muhammad
the woman
Ali?
who runs Ebony magazine?
Oh,
How
I never heard of her.
Almost every black organization.
Never heard of them.
They shun me.
No.
Shun me.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
That's right.
Have you ever seen me in Ebony magazine?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
And they had you behind bars in a cage.
People have called me the same names they've called Joe.
I'm going to put you on the cover of Howard Stern's Ebony. I'm buying Ebony magazine. Look, you'll see the real hero come through those doors today.
I love Joe, but you can't carry on like this. It's ridiculous.
You will see the real hero.
It's ridiculous.
Right, Fred?
Unfortunately.
Who do you side with, Fred?
I think you're being overly simplistic of your evaluation.
Robin.
You're talking about
He's talking to you, Rob.
They're about 3 years away from being lynched in the South. I think it was a black guy trying to wrest any sort of control for himself in the world.
I want you to apologize to Joe Frazier today.
I do like Joe.
To Joe.
And I think it was gamesmanship on Ali's part.
Absolutely. And Joe fell into the syndrome, just like George Foreman.
Well, we all can't be as strong as you. And by the way, what is it, Gary?
You know, there's one interesting part that you're leaving out of this.
This ridiculous documentary.
No, just as far as the relationship, and this is a true thing, Robin. You know, when Ali couldn't get a fight because he was out, you know, Joe Frazier went to the Pennsylvania Commission.
I know all of this.
Right, and they were in the back of a car, and Ali had no money.
Yes.
And Joe Frazier handed over
I know.
a thing. So if you're doing that, how could you turn around and do that to Frazier?
It's simple.
It's not that simple.
They were raised in a society that was crazy.
Excuses.
You have no idea what
It's a horrible
racism
man.
is. You have no idea what it does to people. None.
All I can
what
tell
do you think
is
South Africa was all about? All those black people dominated by a few white people. You know why? Do you know why?
You're going to tell
let's
me.
learn.
Because the tribes hated each other. So they couldn't unite to oust their black captors.
Okay, but if Ali hated Frazier, why did he take his money? Why was he his friend?
He was in a survival mode, obviously, all of his life.
Excuses.
See, the thing is, I don't think Ali ever hated Frazier. He was just using him. And unfortunately, Frazier took the bait every goddamn time.
That's right.
No.
Joe was very
Absolutely.
naive.
So Joe's naive, but he isn't. But he didn't
He's
make
not
fun
a
of a
bad
man's
man.
race.
No, he didn't. But
He's a good man, and
I
he's
think
the people's hero.
I think the pain that Joe felt
a real
was being
black man.
tricked by Ali every friggin' time.
Absolutely.
Joe and his
Every
family.
time he
Muhammad was the devil.
Part of that is the relationship between light-skinned black people and dark-skinned black people.
I've made a decision. Not only are you going to face the wall during Joe's visit, but Fred
is gonna face
He's
the
going to
wall.
stare at you.
I said I love Joe. Are you kidding?
You're out.
See, you can't do both.
I mean,
Howard wants you to choose.
Choose, man.
Ali even cheated the Foreman out of his championship.
Absolutely.
You ever see? There's a thing ESPN had on about don't blame George Foreman for losing to Ali, because Ali went there and he did some pretty amazing gamesmanship stuff.
Absolutely,
to
the same
Frazier.
thing.
He would want to
Same
win at
thing.
any cost.
I am with the dark-skinned black man.
Well, then
you
you're
go.
still separating the
That's
races.
right.
You're still
Me and Joe.
separating the black people from each other.
Joe told me Muhammad Ali's white.
On the
So
other
no
hand,
high
am the
stepping yellows
uniter.
for you.
I'm with the real black man.
I'm the uniter. All of us are black, and it doesn't matter what color your
Well.
skin is. And
Then you're not
we
black.
have to realize what racism does. It even turns people against themselves.
Joe Frazier will be here, and Robin and Fred will be facing the wall. Thank you.
Here we go. Massa says we got to face the wall.
Massa's telling you. You better listen.
Because we got opinions that don't agree with his.
I'm sorry.
You guys better face the wall.
All right.
Mr. Frazier, good morning.
Hey.
Right this way, sir.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's a happy birthday. That's 3, 4 months back.
How you doing today?
Oh, man, I'm doing fine.
You excited to be back on the show?
Oh, always been nice for you to always. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about what we used to do.
What's that? What are you going to talk about?
I really don't know, man. I don't mind.
Anything, right?
The documentary. Moving around. The documentary, yeah.
Thrill in Manila, right?
Oh, yeah, this way, that way.
Right in here.
Okay.
That's what you talking about.
No. What are you talking about? No bullet on Manila.
That's what you talking about, Pop.
About the fight.
Talk about whatever Howard wants to talk about, right?
Yeah, all the time.
You always have a good time when you're here with Howard, right?
I always have a good time when I go to Howard, you know. Me and Howard speak the same language.
You guys get each other.
Huh?
You guys get each other.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're good guys.
All right, man. Have fun in there today.
All right, boogie boogie.
World champion Joe Frazier is here. I assume his son Marvis is with him. I'm thinking. Joe is this man walking through the door this is the greatest boxer of all time. I don't care what anyone says. He's the guy left standing, not Ali or so-called Cassius Clay. This is the real champion, the world champion, the true champion, the true boxing champion of the world. And now, finally, there's proof.
Hello, darling.
Hello, lady. How are you?
I'm just fine. How are you?
Joe, that third fight,
Thank you.
Forget how we look. You look good.
Okay.
And your son looks good.
The Lord been good to all of us.
How are you, my friend?
Oh, man, I'm doing fine since I see you.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You are a great man. History is now finally recognizing that you were the true champion of the people. You are the true black man.
That's right.
And you are the true
Here you go, separating the races again.
That's right. That's what Muhammad Ali did to my man.
And so you're going to perpetuate the problem.
Muhammad Ali is a worse racist than a Ku Klux Klansman.
Oh, you're ridiculous, because Muhammad Ali couldn't enslave people.
He's what?
A black Ku Klux Klan.
He's a black Ku Klux Klan. Do you know?
All he could do was call names.
In your new, I want to talk to you for a second.
Good.
In your new special, this HBO
Did
documentary.
you make this special?
Right.
You must. Thriller in Manila.
Okay.
All right. First of all, I learned a few things. This Cassius Clay.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish he could beat you up.
He can't. I could kick his ass.
No.
I'll fight him right now.
All you do is mention my name. Don't worry about it.
Cassius Clay went and spoke before the Ku Klux Klan and said that the people should be separated.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine psychologically what it did to you back in those days when Cassius Clay would sit there and hold up a gorilla and put it in your face and say you should be in a zoo in a cage. That's the worst racial thing you could say to any man.
Any man.
Let me ask you something, Joe.
Let him answer, please.
I act like one when the bell rang, you know what I'm saying?
You kicked his ass.
Let me ask you something,
I want to bite him on his neck.
Joe.
You know what I mean?
Joe.
Robin, please.
Did any other black person ever say something to you about the color of your skin?
About me?
Yeah.
I didn't have no problem with that.
Come on, tell the truth.
My grandmother was Irish.
Tell the truth. Your grandmother was Irish.
Okay, that's the truth.
Hold on, Joe. Let me take
it.
Let me take you
and
through this.
And a blonde too.
Let me take you through this. I am here to celebrate the new special that's coming out on HBO. I've seen it already, and Robin hasn't. So I'm going to say this.
You like it?
Do I like it?
Yeah.
It vindicates me.
Yeah.
I've been saying all along all these years, the true champion of those fights was Joe Frazier.
One champion, another, man.
That's right. And this finally proves it.
You know what, Joe? Muhammad Ali never did this show.
And it's right, because he can't.
Yeah,
you know why? Because Joe pummeled the shit out of him.
He could have done this show at one time.
No, he had like 3 or 4 movies out.
Joe, I'm worried about you. I saw in the documentary you were living in your gym.
Yeah.
You're down on your luck money-wise. That's what it kind of says. And now I heard you lost the gym.
I don't. No, I haven't lost no gym.
You got the gym?
The gym is still there. I just want to sell it. I'm not losing it.
Where are you living then?
Here and there.
Where?
Here and there.
Here and there. You made
rise.
millions. He made millions.
He's in a high rise.
In a high rise?
Yeah, he's doing
So you're
well.
doing okay?
Yeah, he's
Sure,
all right.
I'm fine.
You're fine.
But the guys over the time, Howard, what they have done, I gave them a way of life.
Yes.
And you know what they done? They throw it back in my face and walk away.
Yep.
They went to Butch Lewis. They went to Don King. They went to Bob Am. They came to the Great Garden and left me holding the bag.
Yes.
So Marvis and Jacqueline, which is my kids, they don't in it anymore. Well, hey, let it go. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot of nice places that they can make out of it. To the Irishman team comes over. You know what I mean? That's a gym, a hotel, a ballroom, or a kitchen, all in the one is there.
Marvis, Robin doesn't understand this. She doesn't live the life that we
Oh, my
have.
God.
Explain to Robin. I want you to explain to my audience what it was like for you as a young boy growing up, and Muhammad Ali is busy calling your father a gorilla and making racial remarks about him and saying he's an Uncle Tom. What was it like for you?
Well, growing up, being Joe Frazier's son had that one or two sides. You know, everybody in that system would beat you up all the time because you were Joe.
Because you were the
son.
enemy. But he was the hero.
Yeah, he was the hero. Well, a lot of people when I was younger would say that. Well, yeah, your dad's the Uncle Tom, and my dad not an Uncle Tom.
Of course not. Uncle Tom, this man bowed before no man.
Right.
You know who the Uncle Tom was.
Yeah. Light, bright,
and almost white.
Again, we're
Right.
doing it all over again. I see we've learned nothing.
Let me
We've
tell
learned
you.
nothing.
What you mean we haven't learned nothing?
We're learning plenty.
Watch it, Robin.
Muhammad Ali said, and I learned this all in the documentary, I hate Joe Frazier worse than the white man.
Yeah, he's lighter than I am.
Yeah. He's
light, bright, almost
and
white.
When he spoke at a Klan rally, and they said to him, don't worry, champ, we're not going to lynch you.
Yeah.
You know how many black men were lynched by the Ku Klux Klan, and Muhammad Ali's palling around with them?
That's right.
I don't think he was palling around.
Sure he was.
He went and spoke.
Why?
I don't think they had dinner together.
He was just white as them. That's what he was.
It's true. You're so right. You're so right. Now the truth comes out, doesn't it?
Yes,
After
there you
all
go.
these years.
All on the table.
All on the table. I knew I was right.
Man, like the Lord been good to me.
Yeah, damn
and
right.
The Lord been good to all of us. You know what I mean? You look good.
You worked the farms and the fields.
Yes, I did.
You know what it is to be a black
Yeah.
man in America.
I'm in the back of that mule 24/7.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know
Get
who
up,
was with
mule.
him? You know who knows mules? You.
Oh.
Did Muhammad Ali ever work a day in his life beside being boxer? No. Who worked? You.
Me.
You.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
Right in the field. Matter of fact, I used to drive the tractor
Right.
and load it all at the same time.
You lost your toes working a lawnmower.
That was
right,
a
that-
lawnmower.
I said Robin ought to kiss you.
That was a lawnmower,
I said,
a riding mower.
you know what, Joe? I said to Robin before you came in, you ought to kiss that man's toes, and I remember you didn't have it.
Yeah. Right when you want to go out.
When you want to go out with
What?
Joe?
When you want to go out with me.
We're going out?
If you want
When
to.
are you in town?
Huh?
When are you in town?
I'm in town now.
I'm
She's leaving town.
Actually, I am going right out of town
Oh, yeah?
today after work.
She
got an
looks-
enema.
She looks good, doesn't she?
She looks great.
Yeah, she look good. You know what I mean?
Doesn't she look good? That's a whole new hairdo, too. Different
I
part.
wouldn't need the pillow.
You
The
wouldn't?
pillow?
No.
Talking about her breast.
You wouldn't need it. You mean you'd put your head on those two pillows?
No, I had to put the pillow over her head.
Oh. You wouldn't even need the pillow.
You're all right, Rob.
Sometimes
No.
when you're not with a good-looking woman, sometimes you put a pillow over their head so you don't have to look at their face.
There you go.
And
There
with
you go.
Robin, no pillow.
No pillow for
She got a
Robin.
pretty
Robin should
face.
be all right,
Thank
yeah.
you. I guess that's a compliment.
You know what?
Robin, you're a small piece of leather well put together.
Oh, why, thank you.
There you go. Marvin's a chip over there. He has a poem like Kurt Angle.
You always knew how to charm the ladies.
He's a minister, you know what I mean? That's why he's trying to throw some good stuff there.
You know, you talk about pussy. Let's get this serious.
Take it
Not
easy.
you,
You're in
but
the
listen.
presence of a minister.
All right, but listen. You know when you talk pussy? This I learned in this special of yours. Ali, or whatever his name is, Clay, he took the fight because the so-called Muslim was cheating on his
Pay
wife.
for all the more women.
He took his girlfriend to the Thrill of Manila. He was away from his wife.
Wife showed up at the plane same time.
His wife showed up. She almost beat the shit out of the woman he was with.
Right.
And here's a man, sir, proud black man. He's cheating on his black wife.
Hey, walking with supposed to be the Bible man.
Right, Bible man.
There you go, Bible man.
Bible man.
And he got 3, 4 wives.
Yeah.
Ready to kill each other.
Are you saying boxing has hypocrites in it?
What you're saying is Ali went to Manila to get away from his wife so he could have an affair with his girlfriend. That's
that was one too.
Yeah.
The fight was incidental.
Yeah, the fight was all about. I hate to say a word like this in front of a minister, but pussy.
I said.
Am I right, Marv?
I said at the hotel. He went in the kingdom with President Marcos.
Yeah.
I don't know what they done together. Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone.
What
Right.
are you implying?
Are you
Joe?
saying Ali had a sexual affair with the president of the Philippines,
I ain't
Ferdinand
saying nothing.
Marcos? Wow.
I ain't saying a thing. You know what I'm
Let me tell you something.
That'd be a
You are
Melvin.
no Uncle Tom. You bow before no man.
saying? Yeah. No.
You had respect for women,
Oh, yes.
and you are a good man. And here's the thing that must kill you every day. And be honest with me.
Joe, you never cheated.
Big one.
You never cheated.
Never cheated on Marvis's mother.
You never cheated.
No.
No, he was a
What?
good man.
I did a little dip in there.
Okay, thank you.
Dipping here and there. You know what I mean? No cheating, no.
But he would never
No
be
cheating.
he would never be dumb enough to invite them both to a plane.
I just stop and go in there and tell them I can't do it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah?
I'm a true guy. You know? Walked away.
Did you?
Walked away with my pants in my hand. I pulled my pants back up.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
All right, so you had some pussy too, and you never cheated on Marvis's mother, right?
No.
Never.
No.
Never. Thank you. She was a saint.
No.
That's right. I hope not.
Yeah, you know, like the more you have to do, like, you know,
Right.
Marvis is
watch because
praying.
you don't know who's looking at you. You know what I mean? At the time.
Right.
You know?
Well, you were the champion, and you beat Ali the first fight, hands down. There's no question.
I beat him all 3 of them.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is my point.
Yeah, okay.
Second fight was a farce.
Yeah.
The third fight, he was done. You had that fucking manager, whatever he is. He told you not to get up and fight.
Yeah, well,
He's supposed to look at you. Had it won.
he wasn't going to come out because he's not thinking about 71. We're going to crack him on the jaw again. You know what I mean?
You went the full distance. Ali even admits he couldn't get up for the last round. And your what are you, manager or something?
My trainer manager.
Do you hate this guy now?
No. Well, see, once you make that groove in the corner, along with the trainer, other people who are part of you, you want to stick with him because he might see something that you didn't see.
And everybody's alive today because of it. Everybody's alive today because of it. The two of you could have killed him.
Everybody's alive.
Alive. You're alive.
That guy ain't alive.
Barely.
Oh, stop it.
Ali's barely
He's in there
alive.
somewhere. I know it.
He's not. Well, he may be alive, but he can't walk.
There's a special coming out on HBO. It's called Thrill in Manila. It'll explain everything to you. You must
I
watch
can't
this.
wait to watch this.
Champ.
Boy, you should hear some of those clips, Artie. The guy makes Muhammad Ali sound like the devil.
He is the devil.
Well, listen,
he was the devil. What he did to his fellow black man
Here we go.
is unbelievable.
Here we go.
John,
like he was the
If I
only
walk
one.
up to a black man and I say you look like a gorilla, I
They
would
do
be.
it every day in the black community.
No,
Stop it.
come on, I don't
No.
care. You don't do that on the world stage.
They do.
I would say this is about the first time that the film has really portrayed the side of Joe Frazier. John Dower did a fantastic job.
He's a genius.
On, just showing Joe Frazier's side of the story. No one else has ever, shown his side of the story. Everybody's heard the Muhammad Ali side of the story, but this film portrays Joe Frazier.
You don't feel that it goes too far to one side?
You
I
haven't
mean, when
seen
are we
it.
gonna have
You have to see it.
Just the story.
Doesn't it kill you that Muhammad Ali just got $50 million to sell his name and his merchandising?
What are you going to do with it?
Yeah, he's not going to be happy.
Oh, don't you deserve the same payday?
Sure.
Why not you?
I could let's say you go out and have a good time, put some money away for the kids, some more money away for the kids, get married again.
You want to get married again?
I'm waiting on you, Rob.
I have pictures of you hanging on my wall, not Muhammad Ali.
He doesn't have any pictures.
I got pictures of you fighting, not Muhammad Ali.
I'm the one with the pictures, and it's always both of you.
I got a couple pictures of him falling down on the wall. In front of the gym.
What you used a brilliant strategy when you fought Ali. You took your fists and you pummeled his organs.
Oh,
you hit him in the stomach. You hit him in the ribs.
Slow them kidneys down.
Right.
Yeah, the liver from function.
Right.
You know.
He was like in the hospital for days.
And you wonder why the man was trying to save his life by getting Joe upset.
Don't get Joe upset.
Howard, he wasn't going to come out for the 15th round because he was thinking about 71.
Right.
So they tell me, you got to go. No, Joe's not coming back out there. I said, hey, let me go out there. He said, no.
It's unbelievable.
No.
I mean, you're unbelievable. You fought, and I don't know if people understand this. In the third fight, Joe had it wrapped up. He had won. Every judge said Joe Frazier is winning.
He was winning on the cards?
He was winning on the cards. He's got this manager type. Who knows who he is? He says to Joe, don't go out. It's it.
Why would the manager want to hurt Joe? I mean,
he was being protective because Joe was beaten up too a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
His eye was closed a little bit.
I think they both went to the hospital, right?
They did. But guess who came out? But Eddie Hutch threw in the towel for Joe. And if he hadn't, Ali never... History would have been changed.
Robin, you still married?
I've never been married, Joe. I've been waiting for you.
I told Joe you were married. I was trying to help you out.
You see, the side of the story I always heard was that Joe's...
I don't know. It's time let me look at you.
You want to know, what am I, a piece of meat?
Yes.
What would you do to her, Joe? If you could be alone with her, what would you do?
A little small, man. I'd tell her to stand up, you know what I mean?
Would you work the body? Would you work the body first?
You want me to stand up? Here I am.
Well,
would you work the body?
I'll start from up top.
You start up top. What would be your strategy with her?
I'm a side scraper.
You're a side scraper?
Stop the kidneys from functioning.
Is she too skinny for you now?
A little small, boy, I can work with.
You're a little too thin, honey.
A little small. I got some remedy jars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little cocoa butter here, you know what I mean? Lord help me.
So what you do to a woman?
Rubbing down stuff, you know what I mean?
You put cocoa butter on a woman?
Yeah, to make it smooth, you know.
On the vagina?
I mean, I'm talking about the body now.
Oh, the body, not the vagina.
No.
The vagina.
These are arms, you know.
I'm smooth.
Breasts?
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't go no lower.
What about the butt? You would rub that down with cocoa butter?
Well, I don't move around back too much. I ain't no back man.
You were never into taking a woman's back door? Never?
No.
That's not your thing?
No, they got many ways to use that.
I'm with you.
So you can't go back there.
Right, it's dirty back there, quite frankly.
Yeah, you don't fool with that at all.
Not with me.
Did you ever accidentally enter a woman back there? Like you meant to go? Did you ever mean to go into the vagina and then suddenly you realize you're in the back door?
No.
I had an accident like that once.
No, I'm a straight aimer.
You're straight. You're a better man than I am. Well, you're the champ. You're the champ.
I'm a straight guy.
It seems like Joe's doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, boy.
No, not back there. No good.
All the women you've had, man, you could write a book just about that.
I've been pretty clean. I have 1, 2, his mother.
Right.
A couple more. You know. That was it tonight. Keep it
what
clean.
Number would I be?
I don't want the kids to look at Daddy as a bad guy. You know
right.
What I mean?
If Robin was to make love to you, what number would she be? What number would she be? If she, how many? In other words, would she be the 17th or the 1700th woman you ever had?
About 5.
Number 5.
5.
So you haven't had
Get
that
out of here, Joe.
No, I
number 5 today.
Up, man. I'm cleaning chitlins.
When's the last time you got laid?
Big button.
When's the last time you got laid?
About 3-4 days ago.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Marvis, you know the woman?
Yeah.
You met her? Did you meet the woman he banged?
He sees no evil, hears no evil, speaks no evil.
So,
it's hard for Marvis, you know. He likes to think of you as just, you know, dad.
Yeah, he's like, well, God forgive, you know, that his wife passed away
Whose wife passed away? Marvis's wife passed away?
It's been about 9 years now.
What did she die from?
Cancer.
Cancer, young woman.
Yeah.
You getting any?
Oh, my God.
How long did you, is he back in the saddle, or is he still grieving?
He's still breathing.
You're still grieving?
I have a fiance.
Oh, you do? Oh, so you're getting some.
Well, I like to see me married again because otherwise we don't have nobody to carry these names on. My daughter has a lot of boys, and let's say like they.
Marvis doesn't have any boys. Yeah.
Marvis doesn't have any sons? No sons?
2 daughters and 2 granddaughters.
You better get busy.
No sons. No sons at all on my side, I don't think, right?
No
sons.
No Frasers.
No grandsons.
Carry on the
Fraser name is going to die, Joe.
Can't have that.
What's this?
The Fraser name is going to die. You don't get busy.
Oh no.
Walt Frazier had sons.
I got 5 daughters and 6 sons.
Oh
yeah.
But none of them have
they're
it.
young guys.
I see. You still got a chance.
Jeez,
I don't know what they do with women. You know what I mean? The 17 and 18 and 20 years old guys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Maybe these daughters.
I got married. I was like 16 years old.
Oh, you think they should be married
Mom was
already?
there when I was 16.
Yeah.
Mom was and her sister.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been batting 2 hands. You know what I mean?
You were 16 when you had Marvis?
And another girl.
Wow.
Ooh.
But you were a real man.
He must know how to train dogs as well.
Did your mother practice voodoo?
No, not Mom.
Who practiced voodoo?
Grandma did.
Grandma
from hoodoo. Yeah.
And when you were living on the farm, your grandma come over and do voodoo. What would she do? What kind of voodoo?
They had a jug in her hand. You know what I mean? Lord bless them.
No kidding.
I said, Grandma, what that for? To make you better. Better from what? I don't want you to make that shit in daddy of yours.
Don't you think she put a voodoo curse on Cassius Clay to put him?
Yeah. But back in the days, man, when it was Joe's,
yes,
Marciano, Sugar Ray Robinson, right on down the line, these great guys, man. I said, I'm gonna be a champion of the world. And my uncle said, he was a rocky boy. Dolly, can I have a shot of that thing? That was liquor then.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that boy will be a champion one day. You'll see.
That was his uncle.
They all gone. My Uncle Rock.
Yeah.
Israel.
So they believed in you. Your family believed in you. And now, though, you live with great pain. You do. Someone told me you're taking 20 pills a day just to stay out of pain. Is that correct?
No. Somebody told you something wrong. But let's straighten that out. I'm a diabetic.
Diabetic?
Yeah, I'm a diabetic. No pains. He decided that the blood probably could drop too low or go up too high.
Right.
But it don't affect nothing else, okay?
Right. So in other words...
With a little too low, I got to get a Viagra. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that. Viagra.
What did I say?
You got to take Viagra.
No. I think I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I got to do some vitamin E.
Can't believe the champ has to take a Viagra.
C.
Did you know that, Marvis, that your dad has to take a Viagra once in a while?
He's just joking around.
No, he's not joking. He takes a Viagra.
Sounds like he's fine.
He has hypertension also.
So because of that, you have to take the Viagra sometimes when you're with the ladies. Because when you have hypertension, diabetes, it might be a little bit difficult to get it up, right?
No problem. No problem walking. It's decided that sometimes I want to make sure I'm okay. You know what I mean?
When you're with a lady, when you were with a lady,
yeah.
So when do you take the Viagras to get it hard? Do you time it out a certain way? Like how do you work it?
No, what I get in the morning, like I want to try different things, like in the E's and C's and stuff and B's. So I probably just drop something in there, to help the E's and the B's and the C's out. You know what I mean? He doesn't take Viagra.
Marvis, he takes Viagra.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you. Marvis, he's got to take a little Viagra. The man is not a young man. He takes his Viagra.
Smoking Joe Frazier.
Yes.
He's
not going to discuss it with you. He discusses it with me. You see, you don't have these kind of discussions with your father. I do. He can teach you a lot about Viagra.
I can't talk to him that way. He's a minister.
Right.
I'll tell him every now and then. But
Marvis is no fun anymore.
Ain't nothing wrong with dropping a little Viagra in the E's and the C's.
Right.
And the B's.
Yeah. Why not?
They help each other, you know what I mean, down the line. You know?
Absolutely.
You never know when you might run up on something, you know?
Marvis gets embarrassed by this kind of sex talk. He's going the godly way. I see what you're doing. But you know, this is natural. This is natural. We talk about a man's ability to have sex with a woman.
These are all jokes.
He's a minister.
We're just joking.
He's a minister.
Yeah, he's a priest.
He's not that much fun anymore now.
You don't want to discuss that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
He used to be a lot more fun, didn't he?
Yeah, he's still fun.
Yeah.
He's still fun.
Yeah.
Let him go and do what he got to do for what he has to do, you know, for the church and stuff like that.
Right.
You know?
But
Does Joe go to your church?
I'll try to stop him before they get there.
Yeah,
Does he go to the church?
No.
He's been there once.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, he's always on the road. You know,
On the road, he's busy with the Viagra. He got no time for church. Joe, does it make it as hard as like when you were a teenager?
Oh my goodness.
Does it make it as hard as like when you were a teenage boy?
Yeah, it almost as hard as this cane here.
Really? How long does it last?
Yeah.
When you take a Viagra, like, and then you're doing a girl,
Yeah.
does it after you finish, is it still hard or does it get soft?
No, I'll be able to watch it off.
Yeah?
Yeah, you don't ban on me.
Yeah.
I'll be able to watch it out, you know.
You're able to do it two or
Yeah.
three times to the lady?
I'll be looking for more.
Wow.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you can do it over and over and over.
Over and over and over and over.
Good Lord.
I think with the E's and the C's and the V.
The V.
helps it out a little bit.
Never mind the E and the C. You need the V.
I'm not half nigga anymore, so therefore I can do these things now. You know what I mean?
You got a young girlfriend?
Well,
How old is she?
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How old are these girls you're with?
Big button?
How old are the girls you're with? Are they in their 20s?
No,
What are you,
I'm
30?
45.
45, that's the age you go with.
50.
Yeah, so they still have needs. They still
I ain't
want it.
going over my age, okay?
And what do? They're like, oh, champ. Every minute with the champ, is that it?
Don't call nobody's name because it might get in trouble.
Right. You don't give anybody's name.
No, don't they call nobody's name either.
When you're with these women who are, let's say, if some of them aren't that beautiful, and you say you put a pillow over their face, did you ever once smother a woman by accident and kill her?
No,
like,
no.
With the pillow? No?
No, you gotta give them breathing room.
Breathing room. See, Robin, if Joe ever put a pillow over your face, you'd get breathing room.
Stop.
So don't worry.
He would know to let me breathe.
You know how to
Thank
control
you,
the
Joe.
pillow.
Yeah, but you don't need a pillow for her. Though.
Thank you for not smothering me, Joe.
You still married?
I'm not married. I've never been married.
She's never been married.
Oh, yeah?
But she has boyfriends. Don't ask what's going on. She's got boyfriends. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, she loves
One or
it.
I don't know what he's talking
She loves
about.
it.
How many boyfriends you have?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I think she's got one now, but I'm not sure.
I don't know what he's
She's
talking
got
about.
a young white guy, Joe.
I don't know what. I don't know what he's talking. I don't know what he's talking about.
25-year-old white boy.
Oh, yes,
wrong with
right.
that.
Sure.
Nothing wrong with it.
Sure.
Yeah, nothing
Barely
wrong
out
with
of
that.
diapers, this one.
I'm
Man.
with a kid in a diaper.
No Viagra there.
No.
That's who I'm with. I'm with a kid in
Marvis,
a diaper.
when you were a young man growing up, did your dad ever take you aside and teach you the pillow technique in case you ever with a girl? Did your dad ever teach it to you? You must have learned something from him, right?
You know, what was happening? Marvis had more of a quiet life, more than any other brothers of his own. You know what I mean?
He's a great man.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
I like
you know,
Marvis.
he's a true preacher. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I asked him how he does it. You know what I mean? But therefore, he said, "Look, Dad. You know, I gotta walk right." I said, "Well, ain't nothing wrong with walking right, but when them girls come to see you, you gotta do your job."
Oh, my
Right.
You know?
You're a
This
good
was
father.
your fatherly advice?
You're a good father.
Why not, man?
You sat your son down and you said, when the girls come, you got to do your job.
Good job, man. That's what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
they ain't coming around you to shake your hand because you got a couple dollars.
Right.
They want to get beat up. I didn't say eat up now. I said beat up.
Right. You told him to you taught your son early on, you got to satisfy these women.
That's right.
Did you encourage him to perform oral sex on these women? In other words, some men don't teach their sons that.
No, we don't go that way.
The black community.
That's a little rough for him.
Marvis,
I ain't gonna get down. I ain't gonna get down too rough on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's some of the things they ain't gonna tell you no way. You know what I'm saying?
You never licked a woman down there, right? You never did that. You never sat there and licked them.
No, I never go that low down there.
You never went down there.
I stay above the navel.
Above the navel. And you taught your son that too, right? I hope you did. Marvis, you go below the navel?
Wow.
Holy
Why not? No, man, no.
Oh, Oh, my goodness.
Marvis is more beat up than when he fought Tyson.
Down goes Frazier.
Do you think Muhammad Ali used to lick all the women? He probably licked them down there, right? Because he bows before the women.
I don't know what he done before. Now.
Yeah.
At a Klan meeting, he probably did it.
I'm sorry. Now, who knows what he
got
did?
to do something now. You know what I mean?
He probably can't get it up, so he probably has to lick them forever, for hours. Do you think that his wife or someone has to like he just has to lick her for hours because he can't get it up? Because of what you did to him?
I'm not sure what that's all about. I mean,
but you're still giving it to
I
him.
respect him and the wife on those parts. I don't really know what they're going to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever he do to make us stay, let him keep on doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Better luck to him.
I don't think Viagra's helping him.
I do what I got to do, okay?
Right. Yeah.
You know, it was about, I think about 2 or 3 years ago at the...
Don't tell me you licked a woman, Marvis.
Stop it.
Your father will throw you right out.
No, this was at the All-Star game that was held in Philadelphia.
Right.
And my father and Ali in a private quarters inside a hotel. You know, they embraced each other, you know.
Why?
For, I guess, love, forgiveness.
Wow, come on.
You know,
come on.
I mean,
You know what,
I wouldn't.
He talk around, you know what I mean?
I wouldn't have hugged him.
Yeah, he talks around, you know what I mean? He can't get directly straight to the point, you know what I mean?
He didn't look at you.
Yeah.
He hugged you, but
That's all right.
did he look you in the eye? No.
Yeah, I'm still a father, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah.
It wasn't sincere, was it?
Yeah, he got a good job, and he's a good minister. You know, and he's good for the kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he goes to the prison, he goes to the church, he goes to the community.
Right.
But he can't make you forgive Muhammad Ali? Is that what you're saying?
He probably...
You want to go get him?
You know, if I was hugging Muhammad Ali...
When
you were hugging Muhammad Ali, were you afraid he's going to put a knife in your back?
Oh, dear.
Wow.
I bet you checked him. I hope somebody frisked him first. I hope somebody frisked him. I wouldn't have hugged him. Any man who called me a gorilla says he put me in a zoo. No hug.
Howard.
Sorry.
Howard, you know what? You're such a hypocrite because you spend all your time now apologizing to people.
I apologize to one person.
2 people.
Yeah. One person.
Soupy, and who was the other guy?
Another
and there
guy.
was a third guy.
No.
Yes.
No.
And you say, I was vicious, I was wrong.
He was not treated well.
And those people were not treated well by you.
Didn't you go to President Nixon and beg him to let Muhammad Ali fight?
That's what driver's license he gave him.
That's right.
You got Nixon to give Ali a driver's license?
No, a boxing
license.
Boxing
license. You
No one was
get
giving
all
him
his license together. They took driver's license.
They had everything.
Took license to fight.
Yeah.
And you didn't get a married license, though.
No, can't get that one.
Joe, so you're in the presence of a real man. You made up with Ali, and Howard made up with Soupy Sale.
I was Ali. They should have put Soupy in a cage.
That's right.
That's right.
But you know, what we're all about, Howard, is that, you know, we know he's in bad shape now, you know, after all the fights and stuff.
After you.
I hope that the Lord forgive him, you know, and help him to get back where we at so we can enjoy life a little bit, you know.
Well, it ain't happening. You took care of
business.
business.
You took days around.
You took care of him.
So therefore, you know that he come on out and enjoy some of us, have fun together.
Your 2 fists put him in that condition.
Well, let's say I had 100 fights and I lost 2 to George. We can go to something else.
Yeah.
2 to him and all the other guys I beat up real well.
Yeah, real good. You were the champ. You were the true champion of the world. Listen, you guys are great. I really want everyone to watch this special and learn the truth about what happened in Manila and who the true people's champion is. And the only way you're going to learn...
What is the special called?
Okay, it's called Thriller in Manila. And it stars Joe Frazier, the true champion of the world. Now, when you see this, prepare to have your world rocked. You're going to learn the truth. And now you're going to take down your pictures of Muhammad Ali that you worship.
Well, do I?
And you're going to hang up pictures of Joe Frazier.
Uh-oh.
And the picture you have in your book, you're going to do a reprint of your book, Robin.
I am.
And you're going to put Joe Frazier's name.
Joe never gave me a picture.
Well, we'll get you one. I'm going to get you one. I'm going to get you a naked picture of Joe Frazier after he takes his Viagra.
Hey, Rob, we can go out boogieing.
All right, we're going to boogie?
We can boogie out. Yeah.
You are a great man.
10 years ago, Howard, she wouldn't want to talk to me, you know what I mean?
Right.
Give me a hard way to go, you see?
Right.
And when we get a certain age, you know what I mean? And oh, well, you're going to take me out one of these days. When did
I say that,
When
Joe?
she was younger, she was always blowing you off. Now all of a sudden she's begging you for it.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Rob, did you ever think when you were a little girl, you would grow up one day?
I am begging, Joe?
Yeah.
I resent that.
Hey, Howard, it's always nice being with you, man.
It's great being with you. You are the champion. Robin, did you ever think when you were a little girl growing up that one day you'd be sitting with Joe Frazier, the true people's champion,
Never.
and that he wants to have sex with you?
Oh, I never dreamed.
That he'd want to have sex with you. Well, you should have sex with the champ.
Both of them did.
Both of them did what?
Muhammad and Joe.
What about
See,
him?
I'm the one who's beat both of them. They both wanted to have sex with me.
Muhammad wanted to have sex with you?
When I got that picture, he was coming on to me.
He was.
Robin,
Yeah.
you too dark.
Oh, no.
You're too dark for the
He
champ.
might not have married me. He might not have married me.
Cassius
but he
Clay,
wanted me.
Cassius Clay won't do you. You're too much of a black woman.
Robin, remember the first wife you had looked like you? They stayed together one day.
Are you saying,
wanted
Joe,
one night.
each one of Muhammad Ali's wives got lighter and wider as he went along?
Light, bright, damn near white.
Right. So the point is, you were always with black women. Dark-skinned black women.
Dark. All
I
my
love
ladies
this.
was dark.
All your
Joe,
ladies.
Everybody, Muhammad was wrong for drawing these lines between himself and other blacks, but we're fine.
I love how Muhammad Ali is calling this great man an Uncle Tom. Meanwhile, he's out banging these white chicks.
He was banging black.
This man was banging dark-skinned black women. He loved the black race.
Oh, yeah. I might change as time go by, though, you know what I mean?
His wife now is almost a ghost.
You're going white on me now?
Yeah.
Light, bright, damn near white.
That's right, Marvis. Your new stepmom is going to be white. You're going to have a white woman bossing you around.
That's all right.
That's all right. You don't care.
Call me Mom.
That's all right.
As long as Pop's happy, right? Yeah.
I got one lady in the movie, you know, that's been with me like 40 years or more, you know.
Yeah.
She does a fine job.
Yeah. Who is that? Your traveling companion?
Well, the traveling companion, let's say my secretary.
Were you having a sexual thing with her?
Let's say my clothes lady. Yeah, she does a fine job.
But did you guys have sex together?
No. We always knock on the door when we come in.
You know what?
Yeah.
When you see this TV show, there is a white woman who seems to travel
With Joe?
with Joe quite a bit.
She's been in like 40 years with me.
Yeah. I got the feeling
do
that she's.
everything that I need to be done.
I got a feeling she's like a wife to you, like a lover.
That's the way it seems like them around.
Yeah.
Like
Marvis,
a
what
wife,
do you know
what
about
I
this?
mean?
What do you think about this? You keeping your lips sealed?
She drives the car.
Yeah.
She makes the bed. She cooks the food.
You
She's
love
a
her,
wife.
don't you? You love her.
Huh?
You love her.
I love her. Yes.
You do.
Yes, I love her.
Wow.
Because she go where you want to go. You don't have to drill a hammer in her head. Tell her you can't go today. You know?
She listens.
Where do you get a broad like that?
She's like, can I go? No, you can't go. I'm going to Howard. Be there, come back. No problem.
Wow. She listens to you. You found a woman who listens.
Make sure that I'm clean.
Right.
Sharp as a tack.
Right.
You know what I mean? No problem.
Good woman.
It's a good woman.
You're not kidding. What is it, Gary?
Champ's got to go.
All right. Listen, Champ. We love when you're here.
Always fun, Joe.
Come see us again, Marvis. Pleasure having you, of course.
Marvis,
bless you.
Always nice to you, man.
Do me a favor. Next time you're here, you bring a pillow with you. You teach us that technique. How to put the pillow over the woman's face.
Okay.
You can use
Just give her
Benji.
enough air to breathe.
That's all.
You'll practice on Benji. You'll show us how to do it, all right?
We're not breathing here.
But when she starts to lose consciousness, pick up the pillow.
Okay.
Well, Benji, you might need two pillows.
Don't try that at home. The great champ, Joe Frazier, and his son Marvis.
I love you, even though you're so mean to me.
You did a fine job.
Joe, hey, Joe, Champ, can you watch it for a second? You're right tangled up in here, and I don't want to see the. Thanks.
Mr. Frazier, how was it?
Oh, man, that was good. It's always nice being at Howard, you know.
You always have a good time, right?
Yeah, we talk the same kind of language.
there's a lot of sex talk in there.
Oh, yeah, he go from A to Z. I can handle it, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it a little awkward with your son there talking about sex and Viagra?
Good luck. About what?
Is it awkward talking about sex with your son sitting right next to you?
No, he's a grown man.
It's all good, right?
He's almost old as I am. we didn't get filthy.
Not that bad.
Just like some stuff that's saying that it really happened to men's and fathers, you know? So, and sons, so we can talk that way. Boom.
How you doing, man?
Doing good. I got a little cold, but I'm good.
A little under the weather?
A little bit.
Yeah. You have a good time with Sheriff Howard. Make you forget about your cold.
Yeah.
So, what are you here to talk about today? You got a new movie, right?
I do have a new movie. I guess that's it. I don't have any subjects. I don't have any special subjects. I didn't come with any, material or an agenda.
I'm just gonna let Howard.
See where the conversation takes us. I'm just gonna let Howard, work me like a puppet.
All right, man. Well, have fun today.
All right.
Jack Black, old friend of the show. Guy's got amazing career going, films and all kinds of stuff. And
seen some previews for this new movie. Looks pretty funny.
Yeah, Jack's got it going on. He's a big star. He hangs out with only A-list people. Won't even. Soon he'll be so big he can't even talk to us anymore.
I always wanted to ask him if he was playing Artie in that movie.
What movie?
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. Yeah.
I might have done that monologue on the tree a few times. Not the sucking cock, but very close to it.
Tropic Thunder, that was a good movie.
Great
right?
movie.
Yeah. Did you love it?
Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Done it again.
Did you have any idea that movie... How you doing, Jack?
I'm got a little cold. I'm a little under the weather, but...
That's what I heard. Everyone was warning me, don't shake your hand.
No touching me. No touching me today.
Have you been getting your rest?
I have. Not last night. Because I was watching the Lakey Lakes.
Oh, congratulations.
Fuck them.
Are you a big Lakers fan?
I am a big Lakers fan.
Where did you grow up?
Los Angeles.
Oh, so yeah, all right. So you dig
I'm
the
legit.
Lakers.
I'm legit.
Yeah, he's
You're
a
not
true
a Johnny
Lakers
come
fan.
lately, huh?
I'm no bandwagoner.
Do you feel Kobe finally got his just due? In other words, he won without the help of Shaq.
Yeah, he got the Shaq monkey off the back.
Right. And what about Phil Jackson? I mean, is he the greatest coach of all time, or does he just have great players?
I've been saying he's the greatest for a long time.
I'll tell you why I like him.
Would you tell me?
I'll tell you why I like Phil Jackson. Because a lot of teams have great players, but they never can put it together. They
Well,
can
you
never,
know, every team that's ever won, they never had scrubs. You know, they always had great players when they won. Yeah.
Why do you like Phil Jackson?
Well, like you say, I mean, the Bulls never won before. I mean, they were playing with Michael Jordan for years before he came and took them to the promised land. Same thing with the Lakers. They couldn't do it without him. And he's a Zen master. I like a little Zen mastery in my coach.
He was a mediocre basketball player, but a fantastic coach.
I'm a sucker for Eastern philosophy.
Are you?
Yeah, I will follow you if you do some some ancient Chinese stuff.
Well, speaking of religion, I was surprised to learn that you were born Jewish. You don't practice religion.
I haven't been since I got my bar mitzvah to synagogue.
So why is it that so many Jews are turning away from their religion? What is going on?
I was just bored.
You were bored?
Yeah.
You want something a little more hippie-ish,
Would you like a little more entertainment in your service?
Yeah, you want something, mysticism.
Yeah, I don't know what I want.
You need to see the smoking purses.
Maybe that's why you like the Zen stuff.
Maybe.
What are you looking for in a religion?
When I want spirituality, I want it... Shoot, I mean, I don't know.
Why are you sick? Are you burning the candle at both ends? Is this movie important to you, and you are out there promoting?
You know what happened is I got this flu. I'm in London filming Gulliver's Travels, right?
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Are you Gulliver?
I'm Lemuel Gulliver.
Really?
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a big title. A lot of pressure.
Gulliver's Travels. I remember seeing a movie when I was a kid.
Tales, yeah.
Gulliver's Travels.
A cartoon?
Yeah, and there was a movie, like a Gulliver movie.
Yeah.
But, now with the special effects, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, I catch a flu bug out there. And I have never had this kind where you get the explosive vomit and diarrhea simultaneous.
Oh, that's the worst. I've
simultaneous.
I've had that.
So no matter which end you are putting in the toilet, there's going to be some bad. You can't keep it.
And you have all these you could have said to me, "I'm sick. I'm not coming in." If you weren't feeling like
No, I couldn't though.
It's too much.
I'm contractually obligated.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, I had that flu, and then somehow it morphed into this like head cold. I think I was just my immune system was down, so I was susceptible. And I got 2 babies.
I know. And then you get everything.
Yeah.
Do they travel with you when you're working?
They travel with me when I go to do a movie, but not just on like the 2-day
like
press junket. No.
Junket.
How's the marriage going?
It's good.
They're still getting laid, or
yeah.
No kidding.
We're still boning.
Look at you.
Yeah.
How many times a week?
How
if you
old
don't
are the
mind?
kids?
No, we do it like at least like 2 times a week.
Get out of here.
Wow.
No one buys that. No one believes it. Well, that's probably because you're Jack Black. She's very taken with who you are, you know.
How old are those kids now?
That's right.
1 and 3.
Wow.
So did you change your name for show business? Were you always Black?
No.
I was always Black, but I was not always Jack.
Who were you?
My legal name is Thomas Jacob Black.
And when you went into show business, you became Jack?
No, Jack was my nickname. My dad and mom called me Jack.
Isn't that weird that people name you Thomas and then start calling you Jack? Like, why would they bother naming you Thomas and then calling you Jack?
Because there was history behind it. My dad's dad was Thomas, and his dad and it goes back to like the ancient Ireland blacksmiths. There was a Thomas Black, and
so in other words, they name you Thomas out of respect, but they really weren't interested in you being a Thomas.
No,
it was like they didn't really
knew
like
I
the
was
name.
Jack.
Now I understand.
And I resented it, and so I was just like, I'm Jack. But then I felt the pressure, and I named my son Thomas.
Really?
You did?
I know. I resent, and then I didn't. And when the push came to shove,
what do you call him?
I couldn't break the chain.
Wow. What do you call him?
I call him Tommy.
Oh, you do?
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
oh.
he's Tommy.
He's using it.
But, you know, Tommy is also...
You're going with it.
It's my favorite album, The Who's, Tommy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rock opera.
Are you still doing... I'm not a... You know what? I'm not a huge Who fan, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I do love certain Who songs.
I can't believe that.
Some people don't.
They are so brilliant. I can't believe you don't appreciate that.
I do as I get older, maybe more, but I don't know. I mean...
If I can... Nothing there
Don't
for you?
stop there. What are you doing?
He seems to be complete... I can't sing right now.
You know, you should pick up The Kids Are All Right.
I know all the... I have all the albums.
No, but I mean the documentary.
I got all
the documentary.
Yeah.
I think you'd really. There's Keith Moon shit in there that's so great. I think you'd like them better.
Are you still doing your music? Are you going around with the band, the Tenacious D, and all that? Yeah,
we're still. You know, I mean, last time I was here, we were actually making predictions about how huge our movies was. The
Pick of
Destiny.
Yeah, I like that movie.
I enjoyed it too, but it was a big flop.
Right.
0 people went to see it, and so now.
Did that blow your mind? Did you get down on Tenacious D as a band because of that?
No, but I was devastated because I had put so much. I had just been going around town saying how awesome it was, and I could.
You wrote the
like an
movie
idiot.
Pick of Destiny. You didn't look like an idiot. You tried.
I did try.
If you wrote the movie Pick of Destiny.
Yes.
Someone told me after Pick of Destiny flopped.
Yeah.
You stopped writing movies completely.
It's true. I stopped writing.
It completely psyched you out. You said, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should just be in movies.
Well, I don't know if anyone would pay me to write a thing. I would have to write it for free.
Right.
A spec.
In other words, you were working on multiple scripts at the time Pick of Destiny came out. This is what I heard. And then Pick of Destiny comes out, it flops, and you go into such a depression, can we say? Did you go into a depression?
A little bit.
Did you go on antidepressants?
No.
You have been on antidepressants in your life.
Yeah, just the Wellbutrin. That's not a real serious one, is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Who put you on Wellbutrin?
Oh,
I wanted to quit smoking. It wasn't really because I was in a deep, dark depression.
Did you quit smoking?
I did.
You did, and you were successful with that.
Yeah, on and off.
You're not a drug guy.
I'm not a big drug guy, no.
In your life, you went through a drug phase.
Yeah, I did some cokey,
You did a little coke.
A lot of weed.
Heroin once?
One time I snorted it.
Yes.
And wasn't that great?
No, dude. I almost died.
Yeah, well, that's what's great about it.
What was your experience?
My heart slowed down to. I felt like, oh my God, I'm going to have a heart attack.
Right.
It's going too slow. And so I thought, I'm going to go walk down to 7-Eleven, and I went out walking, and my feet felt like I didn't have feet. It felt like I was just walking on stumps.
Yes.
And I made it through. There was no pleasure.
Yeah, when does the fun start?
I snorted it because I heard that it is better than sex.
Right.
This high. And, yeah,
well, I guess some people don't respond well to it.
It is. It sounds like you got shit that was laced with acid or something. I mean, I've done a lot of heroin.
Yeah.
And I'm not proud of it, but I haven't. I have never had nothing but a great high where, you know, like.
Are you telling him to try it again?
No, because the problem with heroin is it ruins you.
Were you?
Does it have a shelf life? Because I had it for a long time and I didn't take it. I just kept it in a special spot. Maybe it turned.
Weren't you afraid?
It could go bad.
Weren't you afraid? I mean, when you read about heroin, you know, classically people get addicted so easily, like Artie did.
Yeah.
And the thing is, were you just at such a low point in your life that you didn't give a shit about anything?
No, things were going good back then. I just wanted to try it.
Just having
you
some
were
fun.
Curious.
I was just getting the forbidden fruit. Man.
I've tried it.
You're going to tell me not to try it?
Yeah.
You do a little snort.
Do you think this is part of your rock and roll lifestyle, or your persona? You're fascinated with rock and roll. You are a fan of rock and roll. Do you think you almost needed credibility in this drug area in order to be a real rocker?
Well, no. But,
how did you get it?
I'm not telling you how I got it.
Was it
Charlie
Gwyneth
Murphy
Paltrow?
sold it to him.
Oh,
Charlie Paltrow.
Was it Madonna and Gwyneth Paltrow?
Is that Gwyneth's dad, Charlie Paltrow?
No.
I said Charlie Murphy. I'm
Charlie.
Okay.
We're trying to come up with a name that would be shocking or something. But
and that's not true.
Right. None of that is true, by the way.
No.
So this movie is coming out now.
Yeah.
So are you feeling the
Have
pressure?
you ever done heroin?
Yes, once.
You did too.
Yes.
Snort?
Yes. It was an
And?
accident.
Pleasure?
I didn't like it at all. No. In fact, someone told me, I was in college, and someone told me it was cocaine I thought I was experiencing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
That's the old bullshit excuse.
Yes.
I didn't know it was heroin.
And I disliked the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was very upset with myself. It just was not pleasant. And
Really?
Yeah, just not for me.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for me.
It isn't for anyone, really.
Right.
It isn't.
Right.
Good or bad.
Yeah.
I got to ask you a question, Jack. I got to know this because this is crazy. In 2008, you made out with Cloris Leachman in a guest appearance on the NBC comedy The Office.
Yeah.
All right. That had to be traumatizing for you. I mean, I know I've had Cloris Leachman on the show. She's a lovely woman, great actress.
Yeah.
She's very old.
Here's the thing about Cloris Leachman.
Go ahead.
She is an octogenarian. She means she's in her 80s.
Exactly.
And she was good to go. She was ready to plunge into the deep end.
I know.
She wasn't shy at all.
She is a woman.
She wanted to make out with me, I think. Unless she was just being a really professional actress and getting into character, she gave me the impression that she wanted to do it.
Were you totally frightened of this kind of acting experience? Because, I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I think Cloris Leachman's a lovely woman. She was flirtatious when she was in on this show. She was saying wild things. I loved her. I had a great time with her.
Yeah.
I fucked her.
But actually to kiss her.
You did not.
No.
But actually to kiss her.
Yeah.
And did you tongue her?
Yeah.
You tongued an 80-year-old woman.
Well, here's the thing.
Be honest.
I'm being honest.
You had to be totally freaked out before.
I read the script, and I thought, okay, that's funny. It's going to be a little shocking,
Absolutely.
a little titillating.
Hysterical.
And I'm willing to go to far distant places to get a laugh.
Would you make out with a guy?
I've never made out with a dude.
Good.
But if it was really, really funny.
You might go there.
Yeah.
Don't do it, man.
But, so check this out.
What about an 80-year-old guy?
I get there.
That's funny.
That might be nuts.
Nothing funny about that, Robin.
I get there with Cloris, and we're talking about the scene, and she's massaging my hand, giving me a little... and I actually started to think, I'm getting a little aroused.
No kidding.
I could conceivably. And also I was thinking, damn, man, I hope when I'm 80 that I am massaging people's hands and wanting to do it.
You're not joking with me.
No, that's
You're telling me when she was when an 80-year-old woman was massaging your hand, you started to feel as if you were getting sexually aroused.
Because here's the thing. Woman in general, I can always find the beauty in a woman.
Right.
They are woman.
In other words...
when she was massaging my hand in that way, I was feeling like, that feels good. She knows what to do. She could please me.
In other words, what you're saying is that no matter how old a woman gets, you can find that essence that even when she was 20, she still has the same flirtatious moves.
Yes.
It's just that she's 80.
Yeah.
But he was looking for some real experience, you know, like she might rock the boat because she knows so much, right?
Right.
I was inspired because I've always felt like when I turn 70, I don't want to live past. I want to die at 69.
See, if you were a true comedian, how great would it have been if you left your wife and children for Cloris Leachman? Now there's something we could have wrapped our. We could have really
talk about tabloid fodder.
If you were really willing to take this career to the next level,
Cloris Black.
Unbelievable. That's right. Well, listen, Artie, you made out with Blue Iris.
And I was about to say, for comedy, I made out with a 75-year-old porn star named Blue Iris, who I believe had just blown Lexington Steel an hour before.
Holy shit.
But I made her wash out her mouth. And I did. It's on tape. We have it. Yeah.
No, that's pretty amazing.
Did she start out in black and white porno like those?
She probably did. She did silent pornos.
Those were the days. I had a silent porno, believe it or not. I really did.
It was funny silent porno.
When you used to buy stag films, when I was a kid, you didn't have like VHS even at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting old. It was like I had
Super 8, right?
I had a Super. I had 8mm porno where this woman who was kind of attractive. Calls up a TV repair guy. He comes over. She's wearing a fur coat, and she keeps spreading her legs and showing her vagina to him. And next thing I know, he drags her into a room and starts fucking her. And I'm watching this on my dad's 8mm thing, and I'm in the basement, and he comes home. And I'm scrambling to get this thing out of there. I mean, it was a real effort to see porn.
How do you make that go away? Because you got to unthread the projector.
Oh, don't ask. I got away with it.
You got to be an AV expert. The first porno I ever watched with my buddies was in my friend Danny McGrath's basement. It was the sex asylum of Gingerland Sex Asylum.
Yeah.
So whenever his mother would come down, we hit the channel real quick, and it was cable. And the channel that we happened to hit just by random was an Italian soccer game in a different language. And his mother was like, "Why are you watching this?" And I was like, "I have a bet on it. I have a bet on Peru, you know."
But here we're talking about Cloris Leachman in your career, but really you've made out with some great people. You had a chance to hook up with Jennifer Love Hewitt. This is a very famous story, isn't it?
This is not true, is it?
Yes, it is. Isn't it? Didn't you once? You regret saying this?
Yeah.
Why do you regret saying it? She's a beautiful woman.
Because a classy dude doesn't kiss and tell.
So why did you?
It is true.
So what are you doing here?
Because I didn't actually ever kiss her or do anything with her. I just had the impression that I had a chance. She gave me the impression that I could lay with her.
I understand that. You see, you didn't say anything wrong.
But I still should keep my fat mouth shut. But I get.
What gave you? When I get
the impression, I just want to spread the word because I'm so proud of it.
What gave you the impression that you could get Jennifer Love Hewitt? Because this happens a lot on movie sets. I know when I did my movie, I had an opportunity to do one movie.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was in love with me, you know, and I thought, I could get her, but you know, I don't know if I could. There's something magical that happens. You're working alongside this person. Yeah. What gave you the impression that you could get Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Well, we were in Mexico.
Go ahead. Take us back.
Filming, what was it called?
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I still know what you did last summer.
Was that the sequel?
Yeah, the sequel. I still know.
Yes.
And, you're in that. Wow, what a coup to get you in that piece of shit.
Dude, well, it was, my career was not really...
No, but I mean, you're a great actor, It's like they need
back then.
All right, so tell me what happened.
Oh, God. I can't believe I'm going to retell this again.
I need to know.
You've
never told me this.
I'm going to feel dirty. I'm going to feel dirty after this.
There's nothing wrong with you saying that you think you could have gotten her.
I think, I could be wrong.
All right.
But she was like, no, I can't say it again.
Say it.
I'm not saying it again.
Oh, come on, man. Let it out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either.
Let me make him feel comfortable. Yeah. I blew a guy. All right, so now...
Anything you say is much weaker than that.
You're really uncomfortable about this. Why? Because you had the impression she might like you?
That's not saying anything wrong.
That's right.
Yeah. You fucking say something.
She wanted to hang out in your room with you.
No, not true.
No?
She said, fuck.
Go ahead.
What did she
Come
say?
on,
Just
talk
spit
about
it out.
What did she say to you? And I'll tell you if you could have gotten her.
She was like,
Eat my ass? If a girl says eat my ass, Robin once said it to me, and then it turned out she didn't even want me.
She said, I don't want to get it wrong. What was it? It was like, oh, we were on the set shooting the movie. She said, hey, if you want to chill, you can go chill in, forget it, man. You can chill. You can chill in my room. It's so hot there. Everyone's out there in the elements. Go chill in my room. It's 1B. And I was like, okay, cool. And I went over and I was looking for her dressing room,
right?
Because it had air conditioning, I assumed,
right?
And there was no dressing room 1B. And then I realized she meant her hotel room 1B. And I was like, oh. And
Maybe
then,
she wants you.
Now that I'm retelling it, I'm realizing there's really not much there.
You want to know why there's not much there? Because I'm going to give you a similar experience. Well, because I haven't had much experience in movies like you, but I was on the set of my movie. And you know who came to visit me? She said, I want to come see you in your trailer.
Yeah.
And it was, who was that girl? She was on Lois and Clark.
The one who's on Desperate Housewives now.
Yeah, what's her name? Terry Hatcher. Terry Hatcher. She says, I want to come see you in your trailer. I want to hang out with you for the day. So I go, whoa.
Hello.
Terry Hatcher wants me.
Let me take my breath.
And, so I'm getting ready. She's going to come visit me on the set, and she's watching me shoot, and I'm in all my glory. I'm surrounded by people. Don't ask. I'm a very important man. She comes back to the trailer. She could have given a shit about me. She was sitting there. We ate lunch. She invited Mary McCormick. She invited every girl in the place.
She had an entourage.
She didn't want me.
No.
Sometimes you get the wrong impression. Who knows? You know,
it's true.
And why didn't you act on it? Jennifer Love Hewitt and you. What a power couple.
I was just, I don't know.
You didn't act on it.
I'm kind of a coward, I guess. I need a woman to be so forward.
Me too.
She has to make the move so clearly.
Yeah.
Because I'm so terrified of rejection that if there's any room for like, maybe she's not. I don't know.
You know what, dude? You could have fucked her and got a friendship ring at Tiffany's.
Yeah, she does that with
That's
guys.
what she does that with people. I had a similar thing in The Bachelor. I told you I thought Renee Zellweger wanted to fuck me.
I know.
And I did this movie with The Bachelor with Chris O'Donnell and Renee Zellweger. I was like the best friend.
Renee Zellweger is just very friendly to everyone.
Yeah,
Right.
So
And
guys,
just because a girl is friendly doesn't mean
that was probably it. Give up on that fantasy.
We have lunch one day, and she's being nice to me, and I'm like, wow. She's like, blah, blah, blah. And I went over to Chris O'Donnell, and I said, Chris, listen, man, I really think I'm going to ask Renee out because I think she's digging me for some reason. And Chris O'Donnell looked at me like I had just said, I'm going to go to the moon to get some samples and bring them back. I said, that look says it all, so I didn't act on it.
How did you get this new role in this movie? How does it work for you at this point?
Gulliver's Travels?
No, the one that's
promoting.
coming up. And Gulliver's
Year
Travel
one.
too, because I'm really I'm sort of intrigued with Gulliver's Travels.
Right.
I think that could be really good.
I think so too.
Year one, they're promoting the movie. Looks like it's going to be a big hit and everything. It looks like we're on track.
Yeah.
Year one, what's the story? You play a guy who what?
Year one is kind of like the old Monty Python biblical comedies, like whatchamacallem?
Life
Holy
of Brian,
Grail.
Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
Yeah. What is it? You play a guy in year one?
I just play kind of a caveman guy.
Right.
With Michael Cera. We're both like tribal dudes.
Michael Cera is the guy from
Superbad.
Superbad.
And Juno. Right.
Very up and coming, talented young.
How old
dude.
a kid is this?
He's like 21.
Can you
Just
hang
turned
out with this
21.
guy at all, or is it?
No, I'm old enough to be his father.
Right. Do you lecture him? You teach him about rock?
But
What do you teach him?
When we hang, it's good because he's very smart. He's actually smarter than me, and so.
So this fantasy that when you're on a set, you make friends with everybody you're working with. It's not the case, right? I mean, you just work with someone, and it's like a job, and then you go.
I mean, we make friends. We are friends for the time that we're working, but in the end,
Then you never see him again?
Someone told me
once in a while there's some texting and some mutual admiration emails. Hey,
How great
man,
we
I saw
are.
you on the thing. You did good on the thing.
Yeah, sometimes I'm shocked because that kid kind of plays a nerdy guy, but I'm hearing he's some sort of sex symbol. This kid gets tons of pussy. Isn't that true?
Well, that's how
Hollywood,
it goes, though.
yeah.
When there's a lot of girls will respond to, oh, he's so sweet.
Right.
He's not going to just bone me and leave me.
That's his thing.
That's real love with that kid.
And he's in major movies.
In other words, this kid has the kind of thing going where girls go, I'm going to stay with him because he's a movie star, but he's going to really love me because he's not that hot.
He's got that thing.
He's got that thing. Did you see evidence of him getting laid? Did you see hot chicks with him?
He had a girlfriend, I believe he still does, named Charlene Yee.
Mm-hmm.
A very funny young actress who you might have seen in, what was that movie with Judd Apatow did with the Knocked Up?
Knocked Up.
She was the girl in the apartment who was really stoned.
Oh, okay. I kind of remember that. I don't know. All right. So how do you get this movie? Do you get hundreds? I mean, at this point, do you get hundreds of scripts a week? How many do you get?
I get a lot of scripts, but this was really,
this one grabbed you.
It was Harold Ramis that first called me and said, hey, I want to make a movie with you, and I want it to be this thing. And so I was into that because, Caddyshack.
He's legendary.
Yeah, he's a legend. And
he made one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Which was...
Groundhog Day?
Groundhog Day. I love that. I love Groundhog Day.
It's an incredible movie.
People forget he directed Caddyshack.
I know.
Yeah.
He's great at that.
And so I was already into it. And also, I like the idea of making fun of organized religion.
Right.
Because I think it's kind of a joke.
It's kind of silly, yeah.
And it could use, it's about time, it's been like 20 years since there's been a, History of the World Part 1 or...
Are you feeling a lot of pressure for this movie to do well? Is that your whole thing, or you don't care?
There's always pressure when the movie's expensive,
Right. Is this expensive?
It had some epic things to it. It was expensive.
Big special effects.
There's like Cecil B. DeMille type shots in it where, we're in like Greco-Roman times and there's huge animals.
So you're talking about over $1 million budget. I mean, that's a lot of money.
You can't even make a movie.
You're talking about beer league budget.
That's big stuff.
So, yeah, I mean...
And what's your quote now? Are you getting $20 million a film? Are you getting $10 million a film? After, I would think Rock and Roll...
School of Rock?
School of Rock. I mean, after that, I imagine your price went way up, right?
Yeah, I got kind of expensive.
Got a bump?
And then I bet you got a bump after Tropic of Thunder, whatever the hell it was. Yeah, I mean, that must
I always feel bad. I don't want to overprice myself.
Where are we at now?
I want to keep it reasonable.
If I want to put you in a movie, I have something I'm thinking of for you. And, and let's say I send you the script and you love it.
If I love it.
If you love it, what do I got to pay?
Then you may have to make me the $6 million man.
Oh, $6 million. Boy, that's pretty good. And how long does one of them there movies take to shoot? Like 4 months?
A movie takes, like 3 months.
That's a good payday. $6 million in 4 months?
I take it.
Yeah. Are your parents still nudists? You've confessed to me.
Were they?
Yeah, they were nudists. You've told me that before.
That was in the swinging 70s, though.
Right.
They
will they ever get naked now?
They put their clothes back on.
I hope not.
Because I've seen pictures of nudist colonies. A lot of these people get old and they still want to be naked. They don't care.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's the best.
No, they're not getting nude now. So you've never been to one?
I've never been to it because I have a small penis.
Right, me too. But I would go to the nudist places with them, and I thought everyone was getting nude. It wasn't traumatic
But you
for me
were a
because
kid?
So you were you went to family nudist colony?
Yeah.
You had real hippie parents.
Yeah.
Did you have to be naked too?
Yeah, everyone was naked.
Did you dig that? I mean, I know nudists.
I never thought it was weird.
But you know what's
right
weird
now,
about
you're
it?
making me think that, well, holy crap.
I'm so fascinated with this. How old were you when you started going to nudist colonies?
Oh, God, I don't know. I think I was like 10 or something.
Now, to me, okay, your parents were into nudism, and real nudists are like, it's no big deal. There's naked chicks walking around. We don't look at it that way. We don't get aroused. But you're a guy, and you're a kid growing up, and now you're seeing naked girls for the first time.
Yeah.
Did you used to pop little boners and stuff when you were a kid and see these women?
I don't remember that.
Right.
I remember being nude in the jacuzzi and putting my wiener up against the jet.
Right.
And experiencing my first...
Was
your explosion?
But you would go you would do normal everyday things naked.
But
at
then
the nudist colony.
my dick got waterlogged.
Yeah,
and it looked like the Elephant Man dick.
Is that true?
Yeah.
What do you mean it gets waterlogged?
Try it. Go put your dick up against the jet of a jacuzzi.
Okay.
And if you do it long enough, it will get waterlogged like the Elephant Man.
And it'll make it bigger.
Is that true?
Yeah, it'll be bigger, but it will look strangely mouth-shaped.
See, I'm fascinated by this. So were your parents an attractive couple, or were they nudists that were, like, not that attractive? Because, you know, there's two types.
And you walk around seeing your mom nude.
Yeah, that's another thing. And your mom probably had full bush and everything.
Yeah, that just seems like nature intended it, though. It doesn't seem really wrong to me.
But you must have been fascinated seeing your mother and father
Aren't
naked.
we all animals?
No.
Not us.
Not in this room.
Okay.
No, but really, don't you think that traumatized you in some sort of way?
Maybe it did.
And and then when you took your clothes off and you say you have a small penis, weren't you like a tremendously self-conscious about, like, hey, Mom, Dad, I want to cover my penis. I don't feel right showing it.
Did anybody laugh? I mean, I guess it's, you know, you don't do that at a nudist
I don't
colony.
remember anyone laughing and pointing.
Like everyone go, hey, needle dick, a bug fucker. I mean, what, you know, like, do people goof on you?
No, I don't remember it.
You know, you are acting so nonchalant about growing up in a nudist colony.
Well, no, I didn't live there.
No, I understand.
We went a couple times.
But that would be a major frigging thing in my life if my parents took
I remember
me
I
to
got a bad sunburn on my ass.
Did your parents practice nudism at home? Would they walk around naked in the house?
No, it wasn't. We weren't like nudies everywhere.
So that's no fun.
Did you play games? I mean, were you doing badminton in the nude? And
yeah, there were people. There were people playing tennis, and they did wear shoes. They wore
shoes you have to wear.
That's a funny look.
But it's weird when you play tennis and your balls are flopping around and titties and everything. I mean, it's just crazy. Do you think maybe that's why you're healthy sexually and in a healthy marriage, because you've seen this at a young age and you didn't really get hung up on nude
Maybe
women?
I'm healthier than everyone else because of my nudie times.
I don't know.
See, could have been.
But you're incredibly nonchalant about this. This would probably be the chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 of my book. I would be so traumatized because the idea of showing my, you know, I'm a tall guy.
Right.
And I've got a little button penis. Like, just barely makes it out of my pubic hair.
You're a grower.
I am.
Not a shower.
Yeah, I'm not really big.
Whatever.
And will you take your children
How
on
about the
new
balls?
My balls are just normal.
Regular size.
Regular size, which is even more humiliating when your balls are bigger than the head of your penis. So I would be so traumatized.
But you don't mind anyone seeing your balls.
I would show you my balls, but I would keep my penis part covered. You know, that you're right. Will you expose your children to nude vacations and this kind of stuff because it was healthy in your life?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, good idea. Way to go. Glad you're breaking that family tradition.
I mean,
keep the Thomas thing going or whatever.
You want to kind of go with the flow. And I felt, you know.
Yeah.
At that time, 1970, whatever, in Southern California.
Right. Did you have a sister?
I don't think it was all that crazy and odd.
Did you have a sister?
Yeah. I had an older sister.
And she went to the nudist colony, too?
No, she was much older. She was already moved out of the house at that point.
So she never had to go to a nudist colony. I think it would be very, very strange.
I know, but she was up in San Francisco mixing it up at like
right.
There's some crazy stuff going on up there too.
Wow. I mean, I am just so fascinated.
Yeah, but
by
her
this.
brother wasn't seeing her naked. That's what we're talking about.
Did you make up with Did you make up with Jeremy Piven at all?
Jeremy Piven, yeah, I did talk to him.
You had a legendary fight with him, you know.
It was not legendary.
It's gone down in show business history.
The Frazier Ali fight in Manila was legendary. This was a little, you know.
What happened with you and Jeremy Piven? Tell people.
I can't. I have to retell that too.
Don't retell, but just give us a synopsis.
I was bummed that something went down at a fucking film festival where he was like, but there was a Hollywood shuffle and he got up in front of me and it was fucking nothing.
It was nothing.
And I mentioned it here, and then he's like, I can't believe you told everyone in the world I'm an asshole on a Howard Stern show. And I said, dude, I didn't say you were an asshole. All right, fuck, okay, let me fix it. And I put out a press release saying.
Right. That he's not
an asshole.
He's not an asshole.
Right.
We are now friends. We've smoked the peace pipe. And
between you and us, though, you know, right now, is Jeremy an asshole?
Between me and you.
I mean, I know you put out a press release saying he's not an asshole.
Let me tell you something. Yeah. I am a big fan of that show.
Yeah.
And his performance on that show.
It's terrific.
I think he plays a tremendous asshole, but I don't think that he is an asshole.
Well, I think everybody on Broadway thinks he's an asshole.
I know, because he bailed on that show.
Yeah.
You must have felt so sorry after the mercury poisoning. You know,
so how do you reconcile all that? You wrote the press release, and then do you call him and say, look, our feud is over and now we should talk?
Yeah. No, I just said, the feud is over, right?
Yeah,
We're all good again, right? And he said, well, I don't know why you had to say the thing where I was smoking a pipe.
Right. Who is an asshole, by the way? Just give us a list of the assholes. Give us a list. I want to know who is an asshole.
I mean, come on. This industry breeds assholes.
Artie Lang.
You get spoiled really fast, and you forget that you can lose it all really fast.
Now, where do you stand on this Sarah Palin versus David Letterman controversy? Are you on Sarah? Whose side
I've been in London. I was totally in the dark. I just got here yesterday and found out about this.
It's the dumbest thing. We have a country that has a lot of problems. We have two wars going on right now. And, listen, Sarah Palin. So he made a joke, Letterman, about her daughter.
Yeah.
And, said basically that she was doing A-Rod or something. She's the one who got knocked up. So it turns out it wasn't the daughter who got knocked up. It turned out the 14-year-old daughter was with him. It was a whole thing and blew up. A controversy.
Yeah.
It's so nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
It's nothing.
What's important is the Jack Black, Jeremy Piven feud. That feud is important.
Well, I would say that, who fucking cares?
Do you miss the action of being a single guy in Hollywood? I mean, now you have tremendous...
Did you get a lot of action?
Yeah, you must have had some fun, I hope, before you got married.
I did have some fun.
You missing it at all?
I had some wild rampages.
Yeah?
Threesomes?
I did have one time. I did do a menage a trois.
No kidding. Menage a trois.
A menage a trois.
I didn't put a T. You put the T.
You put the T. I heard it. I could go back and play this.
Did.
It was him, Kathy Griffin, and Elaine Boozler.
You're kidding. Two hot women. Where do you find these women? How did you have your menage a trois?
That was just one magical night.
What, did you go to a strip club? Was it that kind of thing? Or did you put it together with some higher-end type women?
I can't go into details.
Was it just girls?
Give me generality.
I can't go into
was it a guy? and a girl?
It was two young ladies.
Was it two famous women?
No.
It was not. These were not women in show business.
No.
These were women who wanted to be
They
in
were
show
from
business.
out of town.
I see. And you met them and you had them in your hotel?
Yeah.
And you made love to both of them?
And,
Were they Sarah Palin's daughters?
No.
Good, because then we would be up on charges.
And I have to say, it was the only time I've done it, and I was not into it. Because
what was wrong with it?
Well, I rapidly became more fond of one of them.
Same story
and then
for
I was
everyone.
like, what do I do? I have to keep on going to the other one that I'm not that into to keep it.
Did you? We hear this from a lot of guys who come in here and tell us about threesomes.
Yeah.
They're always into one woman more than the other, and it turns out not to be the fantasy you think it is. But was there a way to get them to make out with each other and perform sex acts on each other so that you could watch?
No, they weren't into that.
They weren't. They were into you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what can you do?
Can I give Jack some advice on that?
Sure.
Because I had a threesome in Vegas once. Cost me $40,000, by the way. But and I was really into the one. But if you hint enough, and this happened to me, and it's gross, and I'm ashamed of it, but while you're banging the other one to earn her money will lick your ass.
But those were
Jack
prostitutes.
is saying he didn't pay.
He wasn't paying.
Whatever.
Right. You don't want your ass licked anyway,
No,
do you?
I feel too bad for them.
Me too. That's
Fuck
how I
them,
do.
$40,000. How about building a deck on my house afterwards, honey?
So the new.
Did you put some honey back there or anything to sweeten the deal?
Sweeten the deal.
Now, the movie is year one.
Yeah.
The movie opens this Friday in theaters everywhere.
Yeah.
Now, are they tracking this film at all? Which means they can kind of tell that whether the film's going to be big or not.
Are these those
they can
tests
tell.
they talk
Right.
about?
They can tell it's tracking good.
It is tracking good. So
Yeah.
we're on track to have a big hit.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm feeling the pressure.
What are you up against? What's coming out at the same time?
Everything.
The thing with the girl who is going out with the motorcycle guy,
Oh, you should be able to beat that.
right?
A girl going out with a motorcycle
guy? I don't want to see that.
I don't
No,
want that.
no. What's in real life? She goes out with
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah,
Oh, Sandra
Bullock.
Bullock.
Yeah.
Oh, you should be able to beat her.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
You didn't did a remake.
They remade Harley Davidson.
But I can't see you not beating them. I mean, I think you're on track to beat them, right?
I think we're expected to. I don't know.
That's what you should do when you do movie promotion. Don't even talk about your own film. Talk about how shitty the new movies are that are coming out.
See, that's a brilliant Howard move.
You go on and you say, look, I don't want to hype my movie.
I just want to warn you about this.
Let me tell you your other choices. And then you go through the plot of each movie and you say, it's horrible. And she goes out with a motorcycle. You just bash the people in the other movie.
That's why when me and Norm had Dirty Work out, all we did was say how bad The Truman Show and Godzilla were.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a given that we can beat The Hangover either.
Well, that's a juggernaut, isn't it?
Yeah, that movie's really taken off. The Hangover.
It's hilarious. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either, but it's already made $100 million.
First of all, it's going to be in its third week.
Yeah.
You got to beat that.
Got to.
You got to do that.
What do you think it made this week?
I don't know.
It was #1.
And it made,
$47 million.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think it opened at 48, almost 45, and this week it was 33, so it didn't drop a lot.
Jack, isn't it amazing when you have a movie that makes $40 million 2 weekends in a row?
Yeah.
Like your whole world changes in Hollywood. I mean, it's got to be pretty heady stuff. It's got to be so. Like when I don't know how much money School of Rock made.
Yeah.
But it was big, right?
Yeah.
When that kind of hits. Doesn't your whole life change? Don't people all of a sudden start calling you, kissing your ass? I mean, you could have anything you want in the world. Isn't that the case?
It gets pretty crazy like that, yeah.
Who'd you hear from? What was the most surprising call?
Well, George Clooney was there at the... No, that was a High Fidelity. The School of Rock... I can't fucking remember. I got Whitney Houston sent me over a signed CD.
No kidding. Is that true?
Well, because I quoted, the children are the future line.
Yeah.
And she was really over the moon about that.
And was she on crack?
And that was free? You didn't have to pay for it? Awesome. I love that.
I didn't know that kind of stuff happened.
That was the most surreal of all the celebrity
But it is surreal. Suddenly you're in very rarefied air. I can imagine, like, if you could actually write a book about it and do it in a serious way, I could imagine it must be, like, really heady stuff that some people become flaming assholes because you start to think you're God.
Right.
Did you ever see this movie, Overnight?
No, what is that?
Oh, man. There's a documentary about this guy who wrote a script, and it was called Boondock Saints.
I've heard of this.
And overnight, not the Wachowski brothers. Who were the brothers who were the big producer guys?
The Weinsteins.
The Weinsteins said, "We love this script. We're going to buy this. We're going to buy this. You're going to be huge. We're going to be partners." And he overnight turned into the hugest asshole. And it was all captured by his buddy who was like making a documentary.
That's so great.
That
sounds fantastic. What's Overnight?
It's one of the best.
Referring to an overnight success.
It's one of the best cautionary Hollywood tales of all time.
And the guy becomes an overnight asshole and his friends
document. And you never hear from him again?
Yeah.
It's so great.
It's Good Friends documentary.
Yeah, it's Good Friends.
Good Friend made a mention.
Yeah. What is the guy?
He's got to go.
You got to go. What the fuck is this?
Dude, I got to go do like
Regis.
Yeah.
Is this what you're wearing?
This is what I'm wearing.
Thank God for you.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Am I supposed to suit up?
No. If you did, I would be disappointed.
Who are you, Denise Richards?
Right. Well, let me tell you something. You are on your way to a big hit. I feel it. I sense it in your eyes. I can see it. I'm wishing you a lot of luck.
I certainly laugh at the trailers. That's a good sign.
That's the most important sign.
Yeah.
Now, Jack Black is in this new Harold Ramis-directed film. Oh, we love Harold Ramis. It's called Year One. This is where Jack now goes back in time, and he
starts out as a caveman and works his way up.
He works his way up to a caveman. It opens this Friday in theaters everywhere. Is there anything you want to say as you leave here to convince people to go to the movie?
I love you.
I love you. That's a very good message. And are you going to trash Sandra Bullock on Regis? Are you going to go with my game plan where you trash every single film?
It's not a bad strategy.
Try it out. Let me see how it works.
Okay.
All right.
I understand Sandra Bullock's a cunt.
Jack Black, everybody.
Thank
Go
you.
see the movie Year One. We're going to take a break. We'll be back and feel better. And we'll be back right after these words.
Jack, how'd it go, man?
I don't know. I survived.
You had a good time?
I did have a good time.
Now, Howard seemed fascinated about your...
It always
news
is a little
stories.
bit like I'm going to therapy. I lay down, he goes into my deep innermost secrets and reveals them to the world, and then I feel a little bit like
Feel
that
better?
off my chest.
Nice, man. Now, why do you think he seems so fascinated about your nudist story, days?
Yeah, he's got nude issues about nudity.
You think he has issues?
He's working through his own. I mean, it's well known that this is his therapy, right?
Yeah, true.
He has he doesn't need a shrink. Just does his show.
Then why do you have such a hard time retelling the story about Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Oh, because I do feel like an asshole. I shouldn't talk about things that I think, I don't know. That just comes back to haunt you.
Oh.
Hey now. What do you say? Well, first of all, welcome to the show. I want to tell you that George Takei, our announcer, is here for the week. He has just, I guess, flown into New York. When did you get here, George?
I got here yesterday afternoon. And it is good to be back in the studio with all of you.
Somebody told me that you are purchasing or perhaps considering buying an apartment in Manhattan where you'll be here more often. Is that true?
That is true. We're in escrow, or in contract, as they say here.
Yeah.
And we close next month, 17th of next month.
So you will be a New York City resident for some of the year.
For some of the year. We'll be primarily a California resident, but yes, we're going to have a condo here, and we'll be able to see you more often and maybe even drop in for just a few hours.
Wonderful. Now, the other thing I heard is that your marriage to Brad, which was among the first gay marriages in California.
That's right.
Even though they took away the right to get married in California, that your marriage is still valid.
Our marriage still stands together with 18,000 others.
Damn it.
And
foiled again.
Yes, we wanted you to join in that 18,000.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy for you, George. I'm just being a scumbag.
Artie, you look great.
Thank you, George.
I haven't seen you in a while. You're full of changes. I mean, you're constantly changing.
Yeah, well, I'm an interesting yet boring guy.
No. You are always interesting. And this is the most interesting. I'm so proud of you.
You know, I was in St. Louis this weekend, Howard. People are so excited about George coming on.
They love it. They love when he's here.
Everybody was like, George is coming on. We love it.
When George is here, the room lights up.
Well, St. Louis is a great city. I've been there with many Star Trek conventions.
Howard, the Stern Show is so big that they love you there, man. It's really a good town for the show.
Oh, wherever I go, now
people love you.
It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
It's not just Star Trek.
Right.
It's the Howard Stern Show.
Good, because listen, I mean, why should you be known for one thing? I mean, you've done a lot of things.
Exactly. It's about time.
What's going on with Heroes? What is going on with Heroes? Are you on it? Are you off it? Are you not allowed to say?
I'm not allowed to say,
okay.
But I can wink at you.
Wink, all right.
That's creepy.
You saw me fall off that high-rise building, in the second season.
Yeah.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, but nobody dies in Heroes. It's kind of weird. Like, you die, but then they go backstory, and then all of a sudden you're alive again, and you can revive yourself. It's perfect.
I wish they'd kill somebody like McLean Stevens in a MASH or something.
And stay dead.
Yeah, stay dead.
Well, I have a son who travels in time, back and forth.
Right.
So that's what keeps me coming back.
Right. So things are You're working on. We're assuming you're working on Heroes, even though you can't say.
I can't say.
Wink, wink.
Your marriage is still valid.
Valid and happy and galvanized.
Isn't it weird though that like your brothers and sisters who are gay can't get married? Like you're married, okay, but it kind of takes away the fun when everyone else can't get married.
It's so ridiculous.
I mean, and it's so unequal. What the Supreme Court's done is created three classes of people. Those that can get married and divorced and married and re-divorced and remarried again. And then there's a group like us who got married and could get divorced if we wanted to, but we can't get remarried again.
Right.
And then a third group of people who can't get married at all. So they've just made it more complicated.
It's confusing.
It is. And it's unequal and it's undemocratic and it's unconstitutional because the Supreme Court still maintains that marriage equality is a fundamental constitutional right. So, there are contradictions there.
Well, it's good to have you here. As a matter of fact, you might notice that Robin is missing this morning.
Yes, I did.
And the reason Robin is missing this morning, she is en route to the show. I don't even know that her plane has landed yet. She was in California for her triumphant appearance at the Joan Rivers roast. Did you know she was?
I did.
You knew that.
Artie told me.
Yeah. George and I have worked together on the roast, the William Shatner roast, where George killed. But you have confirmation. Robin did catch the red eye, so she's
she's
on her way.
She's on a plane, but I don't know. It might be late, or I don't know what's going on. I fully expected this. I was kind of, I don't know, maybe I was being overprotective, but I thought it was weird that Robin was going to do the Joan Rivers roast because
it's hard.
I know first of all, she's not a comedian, but they can write you stuff and it's funny.
George
I'm not
killed
a comedian.
At the Shatner roast. He's a great actor too, and he killed.
Well, I'm an actor. Yeah. And so, we do comedy as well as drama. But I think maybe she could have had some plane problems because of the storm last night.
Right. That could have been it. But also the thing of it is that when you sit there on a roast, you're also goofed on pretty heavily.
That's why it's brave what you doing here, Howard. But I think history's going to show these roasts to be the real kind of roast because you hear the bombing, which is interesting, and you become a target yourself.
Yeah. So anyway,
I felt I was roasted on the William Shatner roast.
Thank God you were there. You gave me 5 good minutes.
Yeah. So I don't know how. I got one note. Hey Gary, who is this note from that I got about the Robin roast?
It's a guy that we know who sort of travels in the comedy world. I mean, I know the guy's name, but I can't tell you exactly who he is.
All right, the guy says in his note, I look forward to Robin's account of who killed the hardest. But even though I'm biased, I think she's going to say Whitney Cummings, whoever that is.
She's a female comic who we've actually had on the show. Very hot.
You know what? It's Whitney Cummings' manager. That's who it is.
Oh, and Jeffrey Ross. Jeffrey Ross always kills at those things. Here's a couple of gems about Robin. This was from Jeffrey Ross. If it wasn't for Howard Stern, the only thing you'd be saying into a microphone right now is, hello, welcome to Popeyes. Can I take your order?
Whoa. Wow.
She needed that like a whole net. She flew out to California to get that kind of abuse.
That's fun.
From this comedian Whitney, Robin only sleeps with white men. Robin has fucked so many white dudes, Abercrombie and Fitch took out ad space on her taint.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Robin mostly goes out with black guys. I mean, she was in a relationship with a black guy for over 10 years.
Yeah. He was very black.
He was black as night. Here's another one. Her vagina is like the first 5 minutes of a movie. It's never been seen by a black guy.
I didn't realize that was like a known thing about Robin.
That's like a running theme. I think because Robin speaks a certain way, they assume that she won't have sex with a black guy.
Yeah, all my buddies in high school, who may not be the most enlightened, used to say, she sounds white.
Yeah, exactly.
On this show, you had some guy getting his anus bleached.
Yeah,
Can you do that with the reverse?
The one you have on tape?
No.
The one you have on permanent loop in your house?
That's the one George happens to know. You have that one show where the two guys are fucking.
Can you bleach a vagina?
Well, what are you saying? I don't understand. I don't even know where we're going with
if you can bleach the rear,
right?
Can you bleach the front?
But why would you want to bleach your vagina?
Well, because people are saying Robin's is so dark.
Wait. I got to get on. I don't understand something.
It's an odd road we're going down. Yeah.
Robin's vagina is dark? They're not saying that.
Well, they say it's dark.
Who says it's dark?
Oh, you just read something.
No. I read that they were alluding to that she has sex with white guys.
White guys.
Yeah, but you can't. But
the natural conclusion is that her vagina's dark.
But they're not saying anything about her vagina being dark.
I see. Okay, I get it. It's been a while since I've been on the show.
George has already made the show great.
George wants to torture vaginas. No, what they're saying is Robin fucks so many black guys.
Yes,
that her vagina's never seen. She fucks so many white guys. Her vagina, never sees any.
Dark,
right? But they're not saying that it's too dark.
That would be horrible.
And when somebody bleaches their anus, it's because they don't like the brown look.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
So early in the morning.
George has already, in 13 minutes, made this one of the best shows we've ever done.
That's right. We can all go home. All right, Robin was out in California. As she said, she was on a red carpet. People are asking all about her 34. Excuse me. Yeah, 34 G's, right?
Yes.
34 G.
George, this is news to you, isn't it?
Yeah, did you hear?
I know nothing about these things.
Robin went to a bra store, and turns out she's not a 36 double D. She's a 34 G. G. Can you imagine?
A G has something to do with gravity, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, that's like you never used to. I mean, who ever heard of a natural G? And she's had a breast reduction. Did you know that?
Oh, no, I didn't.
She did.
Yeah. Really?
Many years ago, she had a breast reduction.
I'm going to ask the doctor what happened.
Yeah, I mean, so she must have been
wrong.
what is larger than G? Is there such a thing? Is there a J?
Is there an H?
I've heard of H's.
Have you heard of a J?
No.
Well, Howard, I went to go see a woman named Busty Hart once. Me and
Right.
my buddy Deej and my other buddy.
But those are people who have fake breasts.
Well, yeah,
Right,
but
and
she actually
they're
went
claiming
Yeah, I mean,
these
that-
cup sizes, and they have to have their bras made.
triple M.
Yeah,
Right,
but that's
she's
ridiculous.
having
But it's
that
fake,
made.
right?
Yeah.
Triple M.
But you have to ask the woman in the bra store if there's anything bigger than a G cup. It can't be.
Oh, there has to be.
Good Lord. I mean, those poor women, because Robin describes her breasts before she had the breast reduction as, like lead weights, and she couldn't even run. Her harness was ripping into her skin. I mean, she was completely beside herself. These were, there had to be J's, because it wasn't like you went down one breast size. So you must have had 34J. Oh,
Could
my
have been.
God.
Who knows? We'll never know.
We'll
What
never
prompted
know.
you to get that reduction?
For real, this is a statistic. The largest natural breast, natural now, is 56 WW.
Wow.
Come on.
I don't think you are 56 WW.
I'm not even close.
Right. That sounds like an obesity.
56?
That sounds like obesity to me.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
That's
Jeez.
crazy.
But, George, you got cut off. You asked Robin what prompted her to get a breast
Yeah.
reduction. She was in pain, right? Wasn't that the case?
Yeah.
Oh, physical pain.
Absolutely. And there were, ridges
mental?
in my shoulders from, the heaviness
Oh, my.
and so forth.
They were scratching
Back
her feet.
pain when you're on your feet for a long time.
Yeah, she was getting blisters on her nips.
That has got to be. So, Robin, having gone through that, like when I saw Busty Hart at this place, Frank's Chicken House, talk about pathetic. You waited online, you paid her $10, and then you could take a picture with her tits.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Could you imagine? I mean, how pathetic. And you gave the $10 to her handlers who looked like, made members of some family. And can you imagine any woman doing that on purpose to themselves for $10?
Whenever we would see those women, they were handicapping themselves.
Right.
I was like, that is bizarre.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Brad on the phone in Columbus, Ohio. Hi, Brad.
Hey, how are you guys doing today?
Hi.
My wife is a natural party J. She recently went to Blaine Bryan and was actually measured, and she's a natural party J.
So there was an actual J bra they could pull out of the back room?
They actually had one there, to be honest. And
How does that look when they're naked? I mean, are they huge or do they sag?
They are huge. They hang because they're so heavy. And she actually tried to get a breast reduction, but the insurance company rejected it, said it wasn't medically necessary.
Wow.
But it gets into her back and everything. And I even told the gentleman I spoke to, I can send you guys a picture if you guys would like to see these things.
Yeah. If it's okay with your wife.
No, it's fine with me, Well, I'll send it to you guys. I just need to, get an address, and I'll...
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying if it's fine with your wife, I know it's fine with you.
They're his breasts, too. It's a marriage.
Yeah. As long as she's okay with you sending us a picture, I'm okay with that, too.
Them are mine tits, too, bitch.
Can you have any fun with them? Can you do things with them that you never could do with any other boobs?
I tried, to be so blunt, I titty fuck her and my cock gets lost.
Wow.
So sexy.
Oh, my
Do guys always want to try that with you because you have
No
a...
one has ever asked. Maybe, they're intimidated.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Maybe they think it'll offend you because it's all about the boobs and guys have boobs. You have G's. Why wouldn't a guy titty fuck you?
Well, it's never been done.
Wow, they're virgin.
Yes. I have a spot on me that's virgin.
I can't believe Jim Florentine, of all people,
stop it.
he's into so many things, this
Stop
guy.
it.
That he never titty fucked you.
Please.
Did he try?
No.
Wow. Everyone has so much respect for you.
What is he, a fag?
Artie.
I'm sorry.
What,
comedic purposes.
What,
By the way, I have to thank Jim for helping me with my roast jokes.
Oh, yeah. So, here, let me talk to you about that. Thanks, Brad. So, you went out to California to do the Joan Rivers roast.
Yes.
When did you leave for your trip?
Thursday after the show.
Thursday after the show. You got to California without incident?
Yes.
You got there quickly, a 6-hour flight, and you were
The plane took off and landed. Everything was great.
And do they put you in a first-class hotel?
Yes, they put me in the Beverly Wilshire.
Beverly Wilshire. That's a good hotel.
Lovely hotel.
Right on Rodeo Drive. Beautiful
You've
location.
stayed there, George?
We've had dinner there. No, we live in Los Angeles, so we don't need to.
You don't
stay
need
in
to
a
go
local
there.
Hotel.
I've stayed at the Beverly Wilshire. It is
Very nice.
as good as a hotel. As
So
you
who
can get.
puts you up there?
The Comedy Central
Comedy
people.
Central, all expenses paid. In other words, you don't have to. Do you have to pay for incidentals?
They give you a little stipend.
Are your meals covered?
Yes.
No kidding.
If you're eating, I think, at the hotel. But, you know,
Really?
if you're going to a restaurant, you have sort of a per diem. But,
No kidding.
you know, that sort of thing.
Do you get paid for being on a Comedy Central roast?
Yes,
or is
you
it,
do.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You think everyone
That
gets
was
that?
a surprise to me, too. No, that's a standard thing, isn't it,
Oh,
Artie?
absolutely. I've done a couple of them. And
Yeah, you would think.
The pay is good. I'll tell you what I made. I don't want to
What'd you
talk
make?
for Robin. For the Hugh Hefner one, I got $5,000.
Right.
And for William Shatner, I got 10 G's.
Wow.
I mean,
you were
know,
underpaid.
What did you get?
Well, they probably wanted you one. I'm a scumbag road comedian. They're like, you know.
George, I mean, you were key in the sense that you worked with Shatner to get you out there. What did they pay you?
25.
25.
Wow. Actually, you don't really know unless you talk to people, right?
Actually, you know, it's funny. The Saget roast, I have a connection to Saget because of Dirty Work. And that, of course, was the one I missed because I was on heroin. But I got offered 15 for that. I would have.
That's pretty good.
So I got it. But even for me, like when the Hefner was when 5Gs was. I mean, 5Gs is still 5Gs, man. But 10 grand, 10 grand for Shatner, that was sweet.
Yeah. So you get a good amount of money to
Yes.
go do this thing, and you get on the plane, and you're one of the people who roast Joan Rivers. How many people? Do you see the people in the hotel before? Like, do you run into Jeffrey Ross?
I was, running around a lot, so I only ran into Mario Cantone yesterday.
Who were the biggest stars on the day, or whatever they call it, the dais? Like, who runs the roast? Sarah Silverman?
No, Kathy Griffin.
Kathy Griffin.
That's a good choice.
And Kathy is the host. And who beside you? I mean, I imagine you're the biggest star there, but who besides you is there?
Definitely one.
No one.
Is that right?
No one you know. No.
Are you serious? Who, is there anyone there of note?
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, there are people there you know.
It's kind of sad because you think Joan Rivers.
Well, as one of the roasters pointed out, all of the people who would have roasted Joan are dead.
Yeah, but that's not. It's almost like.
Who would you think would be there of note that would roast Joan? Name somebody big that you think should be there that wasn't there.
I'm thinking going back to the era when she was on Johnny Carson, David Brenner.
David Brenner, I thought, was a conspicuous absence.
Okay. Mel Brooks, maybe.
That's huge. That would be
who would know Joan from those years. Donald Trump wouldn't do it. Donald Trump.
Donald Trump did a video.
Oh, great. What about? I mean, Joan was a big deal. You know, people say, "Gee, Joan, what's the big deal with Joan?" Joan was the host of The Tonight Show. She was the go-to person to fill in for Johnny Carson.
And they played a video montage of Joan's career, and you remember how incredible and significant she was.
I mean, not only that, because of her appearances on The Tonight Show, she went up against Johnny Carson with her own Fox television show. I mean, she was a big deal.
But early Ed Sullivan appearances,
Right.
women comedians weren't doing that except for maybe Mom's Mabley.
And Toady Fields. Those are the only two that I remember.
She was a female pioneer, you know, in comedy. Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, who else is on the dais? It's Gilbert Gottfried,
Yes.
you,
Greg Giraldo,
Yeah.
and Jeff Ross.
Lisa. You said Jeff Ross 3 times already.
I didn't say Jeff Ross 3 times.
Lisa Lampanelli, maybe.
No one in show business ever.
No one in show business was on. Brad Garrett.
Brad Garrett. All right. Sandra Bernhard, maybe.
No.
Some female comics.
No, it was the only females on were Kathy Griffin, me, and Whitney Cummings.
See, this is like, I knew this from trying to write jokes for you, and this is what they do with these fucking roasts. They tell you someone's going to show up, you bother writing jokes, and then they don't. I wrote you a couple of Suzanne Summers jokes.
And then she didn't show up.
She wasn't there.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to her.
That's what they do all the time.
Yeah, there were a lot of people in and out.
But you would think like maybe even like Regis Philbin would be there.
Carl Reiner.
Oh, Carl Reiner's a big deal.
He's a big deal.
Who else?
Did he get up and say a few words?
Yeah.
Was he funny?
He was very funny because he took the tack that, like back in my day, we couldn't say any of these things. I feel I'm going to try out my new sense of freedom, and he just said dirty words.
That's great.
He's a funny guy, Carl Reiner.
He's a great guy.
He a director of a few Steve Martin movies, like a hip guy.
Well, I received a email. It said, I look forward to Robin's account of who killed the hardest. But even though I'm biased, I guess this guy works with Whitney Cummings.
Uh-huh.
I think she's going to say Whitney Cummings and Jeffrey Ross. Were they the two killers up there? Would you agree with that?
No.
Who were the two killers?
I mean, they were great.
Right.
But I thought Gilbert was incredible. Gilbert was the closer.
He's always good.
And nobody could
say,
do what Gilbert did.
Did he say anything about Joan Rivers?
Absolutely.
Oh, he did?
He told, but he mixed it in with some crazy, dirty joke. He told this story about Joan Rivers fucking him when he was a young comedian.
Right.
And blessing him with long life because that's what comes out of her vagina. He used other words. And then she slithered back into the sewer.
See, I was worried about you. I was worried about you going to this thing because I felt that you would get hit with a lot of jokes.
Oh, my God.
From these professional comedians. The guy writes, Jeffrey Ross said about Robin, if it wasn't for Howard Stern, the only thing you'd be saying into a microphone right now is, hello, welcome to Popeyes. Can I take your order?
Racist.
Oh, that was one of the nicer things.
Whitney said, Robin only sleeps with white men. Which I took offense to because you were in a 10-year relationship with a very black man.
People forget about him immediately.
Robin only sleeps with white men. Robin has fucked so many white dudes, Abercrombie and Fitch took out ad space on her taint. Her vagina is like the first 5 minutes of a movie. It's never been seen by a black guy. And you say those are tame compared to what they said about you.
Gilbert said, I don't know, I couldn't do the setup of the joke, but he said something about me ripping off that woman's face in Connecticut.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. What do you do when they say that? Do you laugh or do you just sit there stunned?
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it seems to me you probably got roasted more than Joan Rivers did.
I think I took a worse beating, yes.
Yeah.
Me and Mario Canton.
Well, it sounds like you honestly were the biggest name there. I mean, I would think.
It sounds like the gay man and the black woman always get the...
Still bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the barrel.
Right.
When there's a gay guy there, it's the best.
Mario took a lot of hits?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So, now you got up to speak. What number roaster were you?
I was late in the show.
Were you upset because a lot of people had hit themes about Joan that you already wrote?
No, they were pretty good about, keeping us all separate and not having, people do similar things.
And how were you getting nervous when you were sitting there watching all the professional comedians go? Because this is not your milieu.
If you will.
Right.
Look at him.
I almost threw up during this. Milieu.
It's very brave of Rob.
Some French.
So were you nervous that you had to go up and deliver a comedy speech?
No, surprisingly, sitting there, I was just enjoying the show. Right. I forgot that I had to go.
Wow, you're unlike me. I stress insanely about it.
You felt confident that you could go up there and deliver this thing without being nervous? Or
I was going to do my best at, at whatever. I'd worked on the script, and they had worked on the script with me as long as we could and as hard as we could. And
now,
I'd studied it a lot.
People were pounding you before they got up there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have material about everyone that you could pound back?
I had material about several people on the dais, yeah. And Joan, of course.
And what did you wear to this? You wore a cocktail dress?
I wore a cocktail dress.
Right. Was it cleavage where people could see your G's?
No cleavage.
No cleavage?
But,
why? Why not go with your strongest asset?
The dress, I just picked a dress that I thought was
there you
attractive.
are. Well, very attractive. Did you...
That's cool.
Oh, yeah, that looks very nice. There's a picture of Robin we're looking at right now. And so you chose to take all of your braids and pile them high on your head. You didn't let any of them hang down.
Right.
Why is that?
Last-minute decision. I was in a rush.
Why not have a few strands?
Well, again, I was in a rush. That takes a little more time.
Man, you wore high heels. You look good. You look good in that dress. I would say that was a good choice.
Thank you.
You look fantastic.
Did somebody dress you? Or
No, that's my dress.
That is your decision.
Mm-hmm.
And why were you in a rush?
Because they picked me up late.
Were you with someone and making love, and then you?
Sure. There was a white guy looking at the Abercrombie and Fitch
Mario
logo.
Cantone.
You mean after all of this travel, getting out there, paying for you, they're late picking you up?
Yeah, they gave the driver the time they told me to be there.
All right. So you get there, you sit down at the dais, and do they treat it like a real roast? They don't stop down, change tape, they don't, do they?
There were just a few stops, but they're not long breaks. They, you know, they try to keep it going.
All right. Is there an audience, obviously?
Yes,
yeah,
there
there's got to
was.
be an audience. A lot of people in the audience?
Tons of people in the audience. You know, enough to fill this studio because it was held in a studio.
Who was the worst roaster, in your opinion?
It was probably me. It was really a bunch of good roasters.
Who was the weakest? You? You were the weakest one?
I'm not a roaster.
But did you deliver?
I did what I could do, yes.
So other than you, who was weak?
Who was weak?
Yeah, who-
Tom Arnold, I would say, had a little bit of trouble with his script.
Why did he have trouble? Was the teleprompter not working?
No, the teleprompter was working. He would, hit a word every once in a while that would throw him.
He would garble his word.
And he'd have to, say stop and let's do that again.
He did?
Yeah.
I've never seen someone do that before. He made them stop?
Well, a lot of us did that. I had to do it once, and because I mixed up the punchline.
Really?
But he stopped a few times. Joan stopped a few times.
She did? She stopped and said, hey, I'm going to do that again?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got to tell you, honestly, I've been to a bunch of these. And again, Robin, you're not a comic, but Tom Arnold was a stand-up comedian. I've never seen someone ask to stop before and go back.
Well, you know what? They told us to do that.
Oh,
too.
really?
They said, if you mess up, stop, and we'll cut it and do it again.
I don't think we did that at the Shatner roast, did we?
No,
I don't think we
I've never
did.
seen it done before.
Well, you two are perfect.
Well, aren't you guys great?
No.
That was
So
just
let me continue. Let me
pattern.
continue. So you get up there and you followed now a couple of people.
Lots of people.
And you had what? How many jokes? 20 jokes? 30 jokes?
Oh, I would say somewhere in the range of 20, 25.
Did you rehearse your script ahead of time?
Tons of times.
You were in the hotel room, you had your script, and you would go, hello, Joan.
Thank you, Kathy.
Right.
They wrote that for you?
So somebody just tipped me off about a rumor. I wonder if it's true. Did Joan have to look at and pre-approve all material?
I don't know that for a fact, but I know that, and this pissed me off.
That
we were told
Melissa was off limits?
Melissa was off limits, and people, especially Artie, had written me killer.
You should have done it anyway.
Material.
Should have done it anyway.
And they immediately threw all of those jokes out. And then some people, like Greg and Jeff, who don't give their scripts, they're allowed to come in and just
do their
thing. They had Melissa jokes in there.
What was your best Melissa joke? I want to hear it now.
Oh, but I didn't even bother to. I didn't bother to do them or learn them.
Was Melissa there?
Yeah.
I had some that I wrote in my voice. Robin's actually too nice to do this a couple of times, but one of them was, and this is one of the tamer ones, I said, listen, I'm not easily offended by an insulting joke, but years ago when people would ask Joan why she always carried around that little dog, I felt they were being hard on Melissa.
And it looked like Melissa could take it because she really didn't, she didn't cry.
That's a good one. Robin could have done that.
That was one of the ones I could have done.
That's bullshit.
I'm sorry, Robin.
Everyone should have said, we're not doing it if it's got to be rules.
I got a couple of ones.
All right, go ahead.
That was one. This is one. Joan and Melissa's careers have many similarities. Joan was one of the first edgy female comics, and Melissa was one of the first assholes to get kicked off I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
But you know what pisses me off about that? I mean, Joan makes fun of everyone and everyone's kids and all of that, and she comments on everything. And, Melissa, she is out there in show business. She is on these shows. She does these shows with her mother. I mean, come on. I mean, you can't tell people not to. All right, if there's one that's particularly offensive, maybe they edit it out, if that's the case, when they discuss it with the comedian.
Well, then, then you got to go do that with Greg Giraldo and Jeff Ross, because nobody's going to be more offensive than them.
Yeah, and you know what? They'll probably keep all that in.
See, you know what? They're nice. This is what pisses me. It's really hard. What Robin did is brave, because if you're not a comic, you're at the mercy. That's why all of us were trying to help Robin. Like Giraldo and Ross, when I do one of them, I don't give them shit. I write my own shit. I come there and I said, look, guys, I'm bringing up a piece of paper that I wrote, and I'm saying whatever I want. And it actually makes their life easier, and they let us get away with it. And, of course, me being on your show, I get treated with respect.
What else did you write about Robin? About for Robin.
I'll give you a lot of some of the...
Go ahead.
This is one that I don't think Robin would have done. This is evil.
Go ahead. Let me hear.
Courtney Love and Joan Rivers.
Oh, yeah.
Courtney Love and Joan Rivers teach a course for unhappy housewives. It's a course on how to be so fucking annoying your husband will kill himself.
That's pretty good. Did anybody do any Edgar killing himself stuff?
I even had an Edgar show.
All right, good.
What does the Hudson, Joan, and Melissa have in common?
What?
They're all rivers with wide mouths.
Good. What else you got?
I feel sorry for Joan. Since Michael Jackson died, she's now the only living person who used to have a face.
That's a good one.
Melissa and Joan felt they had leverage when they renegotiated their contracts to do award show interviews live from the red carpet. Turns out they could be replaced by any obnoxious cunt who could hold a microphone.
That's good. Did everyone bust their balls about that?
Yes, there was a lot of some red carpet stuff, mostly a lot of plastic surgery.
Right, that's to be expected.
And Edgar stuff.
I had one for Robin, because Robin has the cast. I said, it's uncomfortable up here for me. I had an accident and my hand's been in a cast for 4 weeks. Imagine how Joan feels. Her face has been in a cast for 30 years.
You should have done the show.
Well, actually, I was offered to do it.
And you were busy, right?
You know, it's so ridiculous how my career is like you know, I was offered to do this, and first of all, I would have had to be late like you were, which I did with Shatner, which I do feel bad when I do that to you, Howard. I mean, my priority should be here, but you know, it's a good spot, and they review. I don't know why they do it on a Sunday. But I had a gig in St. Louis and a book signing, and I wasn't about to fuck over St. Louis. I would have had to get up Sunday, fly there, and everything. But
why do they do it on a Sunday night?
I don't know. That's a stupid night to do it.
They should do it on a Saturday night,
and everybody could comfortably get it in.
Yeah, but not everyone's from LA.
Want to hear a couple more?
Go ahead.
Seriously, Joan, look at you. How much plastic surgery have you had? Instead of bothering to make a replica of Joan, I heard Madame Tussauds offered her $100,000 to just come there and stand around during business hours.
Good one.
Honestly, though, Joan's career has proven she's worthy of being compared with the great comedy pioneers of the 60s and 70s. I'm sure if Lenny Bruce were alive today, he too would be doing daring stuff like asking Shia LaBeouf who designed his faggot tuxedo.
Can't use the F word. George would get upset.
Oh, the faggot word.
I mean, at a roast,
I've given up.
Yeah.
I've given up.
At a roast, everything goes. Come on. I mean,
everything goes. Yes, go ahead.
I had a couple of Suzanne Summers one that she couldn't end up using. Since Farrah Fawcett died, Suzanne Summers has become the most famous blonde who hasn't been hot for 40 years.
Yeah, that was great.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Everyone says Joan is old. That's not entirely true. If Joan's current nose were a person, it wouldn't be old enough to drink yet.
See, these are all good. These are ones you didn't get to use.
The only line of Artie's that I got to use was the one you wrote about Jeff Ross, about getting no film and TV work.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
I said, Jeff Ross is here. Of course, where else would he be shooting a movie? You did
that one?
No,
but then I follow
one. The part where
the
you
next
follow
one,
up.
I followed up with this. I said,
where else would he be?
You're cruel.
I followed. It's a fucking roast. I followed up with this. I said, Jeff wonders why he doesn't get any TV or film work. I guess there isn't a big demand for someone insanely ugly who can't act.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
you should have done the show.
Did you get that in?
I got to use.
You got to use that.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You used. So I'm glad these. But then, so I had a couple about Geraldo too, because again, these guys. I was disappointed seeing Greg Giraldo here. When they told me Geraldo was doing the show, I thought it was the famous one.
Guy with the mustache.
But seriously, the producer mispronounced Greg's name. He said Geraldo, not Giraldo. But honestly, you can't fault the guy. He's just one of thousands of people in show business who's never said the name Greg Giraldo.
Who would know how to say it? Too bad you didn't get to use any of these. You must have really good good stuff because these are good.
Those were very good.
Yeah.
But I had a set script by that time, and I liked, the stuff
you were
I had.
comfortable with your material.
And there was a lot of, what you find when you start to do this stuff, everybody's going down the same road.
Right.
So you find a lot of redundancies.
Right.
Everybody,
It's hard going
and
late.
even people. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about prior to.
Right.
When people are writing for you, you get the same joke.
Right.
Basically reworked 100 times. Everybody was writing about recycling
And the writers
and biodegradable and shooting Joan into space because she's a hazardous
Material.
hazardous
She's
material.
Well, the first joke I wrote for Robin was I said,
Good.
Joan gave me some great career advice, which I'm taking. So I want to announce the Robin Quivers Show weekday mornings on K-Rock. Were you the one who told McLean Stevenson to leave MASH as well? You were getting some bad career advice back then. Who was your agent, Jackie Martling? And then I gave her one that I wrote it, and I said, it was fine to do. I said, my coworker Artie Lang gave me some career advice that I didn't take, which, of course, the advice was, of course, to do heroin and not show up.
Good advice. So
you know what? I'm sorry, Robin. I because half of what I wrote was about Melissa, and it's just they do that to people who aren't a comic. These motherfuckers, they make you stick to something, and then it's not natural.
Well, I think it actually gives the writers they hire something to do.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Well, anyway, you went out there, and you get up there and you deliver what, 10 minutes, 5 minutes?
No, it's not that long, is it?
Right.
It's,
Usually you do after they edit it, sometimes it's 3 to 5 minutes, but usually you do
maybe 7.
I usually do about 8 to 10.
Right.
They let the comedians do longer and then they cut it out. Yeah.
So it could be about 5 minutes.
Now, was Joan laughing during your segment?
She was.
Did she cry at any point during anybody's? Did she get upset with anyone? Did she stand up?
I noticed that she didn't laugh at any of the Melissa jokes. I would always look over when a Melissa joke happened, and she did not laugh. She just had an expression that didn't change.
That's really funny to me because, Joan, I happen to know, says some really horrible things about some people who are, people's daughters.
She opened the show by walking out with this multicolored group of children and said Brad and Angelina were having a garage sale.
Right.
I'm going to say this right now. I don't like Joan Rivers.
You don't?
I don't
Well,
because
we can tell that.
I mean because I said Shatner, and I don't like William Shatner either.
Right.
Because of how
All right, we know they don't treat you well.
but I'm just saying. It's not just us. It's not just me. I've seen and heard other stories. She's very, very much a star fucker and very phony, I feel. And,
wait a second. Hold it. You're saying that because
for her to agree to be roasted, I'm not just basing it on me, I'm basing it on other stories. For her to agree to be roasted, her daughter is a celebrity, okay? Put herself out there. And, I'm sure Geraldo and Ross's jokes were funny.
No, I agree. It's crazy to have off limits to
material if you're going to be roasted.
If you're going to be roasted, you got to go in there. And Joan knows. She's a comedian.
My God, Howard, you're talking about, fucking white guys. Gilbert did this thing on my molestation.
Right.
Oh my God.
What did he do?
He said, Robin is, I can't do Gilbert's voice, but he started talking about how, she was molested, and every time you talk to her, she's telling you, my father touched me, and his penis went here, and his penis went there. And she says, she's proud of it.
She likes it.
And then he goes on about, and then, every time her father fucked her, he would say, don't tell anybody. She thinks it's because he didn't want anybody to know. Because, he shouldn't have been doing it. No, he was embarrassed.
Oh, man.
He was fucking his, my ugly, unattractive daughter.
So, in other words, if you're taking that, which is terrible.
Oh, my God.
Which is inappropriate.
Oh, it should be against the law.
Gilbert was being inappropriate.
So, of course, everyone should be fair game.
Right.
That's right. That's what a roast is. And the more uncomfortable the roast is, the funnier it is.
But I'll tell you, Howard, you're wrong. They're not going to. The only time I got some at the Shatner roast, and I don't know if they told George this because he was clearly paid more than me, but they said, okay, here's what's off limits. His wife dying in the pool. Okay?
Right.
And I said to the producer, I said, well, what if I do one? He goes, you could do it, but I don't care if it brings the house down and kills. It's edited out. It won't be in the show. So even if Geraldo and Ross, I'm sure those two guys, they're great comics, had funny jokes, they're going to edit them out. And, you know, Shatner's wife dying in a pool is brutal. But how about you? You got molested. You're taking that bullshit.
Yeah.
Joan Rivers has a daughter who puts herself out there to be famous.
Well, I made that point. It's wrong for her to put that down, but this is what people agreed to. But listen, that's it. I agree with you. I mean, why belabor it? But the fact of the matter is, you did it.
Even Joan took the molestation shot.
She did?
She did it, too.
What did she say?
I'm trying to think what she was like, Gilbert, you're right. And then she... her line was, she should have been happy that guy paid any attention to her.
Wow. And you can't say something about her daughter. That's fucking great.
Hey, why are you not more grateful to your father?
He was paying. It was quality time.
My father didn't pay any attention to me. I mean, what's your problem?
You poor thing.
Wow.
They beg me at every roast. Every roast I do, they beg me to ask you to come. Even just, I mean, of course, like to get roasted or to beg.
Yeah, I don't want to be roasted.
They beg me like that's the only reason they asked me to come. If, say, you were roasted, like we talked about it here.
Right.
Would you have the balls to say something's off limits?
No, in fact, that's why I won't be roasted.
Right.
The fact of the matter is...
don't get roasted.
I don't want to be roasted because,
right.
A, I have a very thin skin. I know this about myself, and I will get up and beat the shit out of someone. So why would I want to do that and go to jail?
I'll tell you what,
wait a minute, I just thought of another Artie joke. Didn't you write the joke that, it's really uncomfortable being up here with a lot of comedians who can't get on the Stern Show?
I thought that would be a great write, because it's true.
No.
It's awkward being up here with a bunch of comics who can't get on my show.
But it's true. I mean, listen, I'm going to be roasted here before the end of our stay, and I will not tell anyone to take anything off the table. I really won't, because it wouldn't be funny. Mm-hmm. You got to be willing to sit there and cringe.
Getting those shots.
Well, you've been roasted again whenever we do the roast. You and Robin become targets. But are you really going to? Oh, that's a definite. I didn't know that. You're going to get roasted.
I'm assuming we're going to do it. I mean, how could I not before we end our run here at Sirius?
Because it's another thing to have all these roasts and not be roasted yourself.
Right. And the whole idea was maybe we'll have like a big event somewhere.
Take it out of here.
We can take it out of
here.
It's
a news event.
Yeah, and have some fun with it. But
like I said, Comedy Central begs me to have you. Why not do it yourself? But I'll tell you, you learn a lot about yourself when you get roasted. When I was roasted in here, like you said, Howard,
you learn what people are thinking.
I'm a comedian, and I bust balls, and I felt like a hypocrite. There's a couple times I wanted to punch somebody in the face.
Right.
Like, you really?
Of course.
And you're sitting there.
And of course,
and
of course everybody took the shot that I'm riding your coattails and that I'm up your ass so far, Joan said, that I had to be sedated when you had a colonic.
That's a good one.
Joan's rebuttal, was Joan's rebuttal really good?
Oh, my God, yeah. She was really
Joan's the ultimate
amazing.
Pro.
Amazing.
Joan is an amazing pro.
Yeah,
I mean, she is...
She's quite spectacular.
Yeah, she's a spectacular comedian. She really had an amazing career, and
I got respect for her talent.
Yeah, and continues to have tremendous career.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought Gilbert just tore the room apart, and Joan followed him and did great.
Right. Well, anyway, so it sounds like you were happy you did it.
Mm-hmm. I had fun.
Yeah, and you didn't break from the pressure, and you were triumphant, as I said.
What pressure did I have?
Well, because when you get up in a room, you want to get laughs, and you don't want to suck. You know what it's like when we play these tapes back and somebody blows. We have a field day with them.
It's hard, man.
It is hard.
Comedy is hard.
But again, it's more pressure for someone like me or a Ross. That's
what I said. They were sitting Greg was trying to make me nervous. When I'm sitting in the makeup room, he comes over, he goes, Robin, this is the time when everybody really starts to shake. And I'm like, get out of here. You're expected to be funny.
I'm not. If you can just get up there and talk, people are congratulating
I wrote one where I said, Greg Giraldo does these roasts, of course. These roasts are his only link to show business.
There's a lot of that before.
It's so true.
Unless, of course, you count this upcoming Tuesday through Sunday at Boca Nuts in South Florida.
So, Robin, you made your comedic debut at Joan's Roast.
Yes.
And how do you feel it went?
I felt, quite frankly, you can't evaluate yourself. I don't know how comedians feel. But you can gauge an audience. You have a thing there. You're timing it. And this was all very new to me. And it's much more complicated than some people would give comedians credit for. But the reaction afterwards, and if people were telling me the truth, I must have done okay.
Now, do you feel like all eyes are on you because you're not a stand-up comic?
No, actually, you have people rooting for you. You know, it's completely the opposite. The expectations are much lower because you're not a comedian, and if you do anything at all, they're happy.
And do you think you crossed any lines?
Crossed any lines?
You with Joan, yeah.
No. Please, she crossed them with me, bitch.
How was it? You got some shrapnel, right?
How? These people are like lions.
You know,
with a new piece of meat. They were ridiculous.
You were able to take it, though, right?
Oh, I tell you, anything that's funny, I'm going to laugh.